lesbian.
I like that in a woman.
And every other kind of deviance.
I love paying for sex.
This moral decay weakens our resistance to the onslaught of the communist masters of deceit.
We're a bunch of scumbags.
These abnormalities are corrupting the minds and the hearts of our children.
Jackass. And yeah, we're back. Where have you been?
It's depressing and horrendous. It's awful.
A bunch of idiots.
Perversion for profit.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
The Opie and Anthony program.
El virus.
The Opie and Anthony.
God, that irritates me.
It's just like somebody took a bat to my brain.
We're the only radio show that makes you want to hate us.
Opie.
I want my coffee.
Anthony.
I want that back.
Jim Norton.
I want Ozzy.
We are going to dumb this thing down to the point that we're going to be #1 with Down syndrome children.
It's terrible.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Gay, totally gay, literally gay.
I see the awful, terrible things in my life and turn it into something funny.
Okay, terrific.
Mom! I love you, Lord. I have to do this now.
I don't care how many Dago, Guinea, greaseball goombas come out of the woodwork.
Don't shoot the rat! Don't shoot! I got nowhere else to go! I got nowhere else to go!
And welcome to the Opie and Anthony program.
Is that supposed to be sexy?
No.
You sexy.
We like to call it the O&A virus spreading across America. Thanks to XM Satellite Radio. Growing every single day, man.
Yes.
Thanks to you people out there. It's Monday.
Virus.
What day is it? Like,
it is Monday.
Like June 6th or something like that?
Yeah.
It went from winter to summer in New York City.
Yeah, finally. Finally didn't need a jacket today, and it only caused me problems. Well, I get downstairs by the crack security guard, the drunk guy that's down there, and I'm walking down the long granite hallway to his desk at the end of there, waiting for my ritual that has been the same for a year.
It's kind of like the soup Nazi. You got to do it perfectly or there's going to be a problem.
That's why I do it the same way every morning. I walk up, I give him a nod first. It's a quick little acknowledgement nod. And then I hand him my card, my identity card, which he does something with behind the counter. He swipes it somewhere. He does something with it. I'm still not sure, a year later. As he's doing that, I'm signing in the book, right under Scott Peterson or Batman or Arthur Ashe or some other smart-ass intern has signed in under some assumed name.
I signed in as Russell Crowe today.
Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Did you hit the guy with a phone?
Go ahead.
So I sign in. He gives me the card back, and I go, have a good one. And by one, I mean day. That's usually what people say. Have a good one. And it means have a good day. He gives me the card, says, you too? I walk to the elevator. Done. Today, I walk up, and it's so warm out, I didn't need a jacket. I left the jacket at home, Opie.
Uh-oh, I know what's happening here.
Guess where the card has been for a year?
And that's his only job, so he takes it very seriously.
In my jacket pocket.
Right, so what happened?
I had a problem, I said, and I had to add a whole new dialogue. I said, well, see, it's pretty warm out there, and I didn't bring my jacket, and I don't have the card. And he looked a little troubled at first. His face was kind of, and then he was like, all right, go ahead. Like 365 times I've shown him the card. And,
right.
You know, this time he's going to let it slide. I could be an imposter.
Right.
Could be one of those Mission Impossible masks that I tear off of my face once I get in the elevator.
It's a little suspicious, but he's going to let you go ahead.
He's suspicious. That guy's he's going to bust something apart. Some big terrorism ring or something. It's going to be him. He's going to do it.
We almost came to blows a couple times, him and I.
Yeah, you two don't get along very well.
Now we're kind of like having a little thing.
Oh, but it'll come apart the first sign of trouble.
A little thing, and then I was stupid enough to go, "Hey, where's your coffee today?" "I don't drink coffee."
I don't drink coffee.
I go, I see you sip something every morning, because do you notice that too?
Yeah.
After he takes care of you, he reaches and takes an uncomfortable sip.
Yeah, what is
it's
that?
It's like some kind
vodka.
of OCD weird thing he does.
I think it's vodka.
You hand the card, you sign in, and then when you're done, he always reaches for what I thought was coffee and takes a sip and then just drops it down. Every morning, same exact way he does it.
Yeah.
So I didn't see the coffee, and I'm like, "Hey, where's your coffee this morning?" "I don't drink coffee."
I don't drink coffee. I play golf. And that honeymooners one? How's your wife? I'm not married. One where he teaches him to play pool? Or no, the one where he's golfing with him. That was it.
What number is that? Because I'm getting through the honeymooners DVDs.
I don't know the numbers.
All right. I'm only up to like 10.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't watched them in a while. I got to start watching them
a million times.
So then he's like, I'm trying to quit smoking. He tells
me.
Oh,
is he?
And I go, because I want to relate. Never been a smoker in my life. Maybe a little bar smoking here and there. And I go, yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. What are you gonna do?
I'm just trying to relate to the guy in some way. Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Good luck with that.
That was a good one. Good comeback.
But this morning he was in a full panic. But I guess before you got there, he's on with somebody from the building going, the goddamn AC ain't working.
The air conditioning.
You better get someone down here immediately. I think I could do his voice actually. It's
I thought it was
close,
him for a second.
Thank you.
That's what it is. It's the air conditioning problem we have.
He's like, well, that's not my responsibility, and blah, blah. He's just losing his mind.
He gave me some of that too. I didn't have the card. Blah blah blah. I go to walk around, and he goes. He was on the phone with somebody, and he goes, "Yeah, there's no air conditioning up there, but you know, they're supposed to take care of that up there." Like I didn't understand if he meant the air conditioning people, us, the company XM.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to be on that phone dealing with this.
So it's got to be 90 degrees in the studio today, no joke.
Very hot in here today.
Because it's close to, 75, 80 degrees outside already, and it's just like, we can't open any windows, and according to Ben, the equipment might fail.
Oh.
Ben's like...
Pete Panic?
Well, Ben is like, what were we just saying? I want to write a book about Ben called Culture of Ben instead of Culture of Fear. Because everything is hyper-exaggerated with him.
Panic.
You know what Ben is? Ben is a frowning doctor walking into a waiting room. That's what he is.
It's like the AC ain't working, and Mars is telling me the equipment could go down at any second.
Frowning doctor. Why don't you sit down? No air conditioning. The whole system could go down. Everything could melt. Mars is in there trying to hold it all together with, I don't know, he's using a fan or something.
So we'll do a show until the equipment fails us
Breaks
today.
Down.
Sure, the equipment will be fine.
I'm sure it will be, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Ben said that, I was all excited, like, ooh. It's almost like, when you get a snow day from school.
Yeah.
Or whatever you have in the Midwest. Well, not Midwest, it snows. Down there in the South and stuff. I don't know what you guys have. Maybe a day off because a hurricane's coming or something.
Hurricane day.
Or a tornado just took out your whole trailer park. I don't know. Whatever happens.
Whatever happens down there.
But I got a little excited, and then I realized the info was coming from Ben. I'm like, no, we'll be here until 11. 10:58, and then our luck, that's when the equipment will fail.
On the replays.
Right. Yeah, during the replays when it doesn't matter. But there you have it. All right. Wow, lots going on this morning, huh?
Oh, my God. The news is just full of stuff.
Who the hell's going to Aruba anytime soon?
A lot of people go down there, and a lot of people have fun and enjoy themselves, but...
Every time you ask people, where to go on vacation, one of the number one places they always say is Aruba. Aruba is the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't good for tourism, what's happening over there, huh?
Not for Aruba, no. But this is, I'd like to be a little sympathetic, but this is stupid, young, Midwest girl.
And what, you went on some kind of high school seniors trip?
Nice, huh? For your senior trip, you go to Aruba?
Know what I did?
6 chaperones or something?
Know what I did for my senior trip?
Yeah.
I think I went to Great Adventure and a diner.
Oh, there you go.
It was nice. But nowadays, these seniors, they get to go to exotic lands.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to go to a spring break down in Florida when I was in college.
Same element of danger down there at Great Adventure, too.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No effing doubt.
What happened in Aruba? I didn't hear.
This high school girl,
hot, senior, blonde.
18, blonde, was last seen with 3 locals down there. Locals. Getting into the locals' car, and they say, they drove and dropped her off at the hotel at like 2 in the morning. But apparently the surveillance film at the hotel does not show her going to the hotel. They've arrested a couple of guys, but not not any of the locals that had driven her apparently to her hotel, or allegedly to her hotel. So it's still up in the air. Something tells me law enforcement down there isn't so good.
Yeah.
It's they don't have much crime down there as far as the tourists go. They have stabbings and stuff among the locals, but as far as the tourists go, because you're supposed to stay on the compound, you know? You're supposed to stay in the areas designated for the tourists. They look nice. It's all familiar surroundings. You're in your hotel. There's plenty of shops right in the hotel.
Right.
No need to drive around.
Everything is all nice and set up for you.
Set up.
Coconut drinks with umbrellas.
Right on the beach, right by the hotel. You don't stray either way down the beach.
It looks like you could keep straying, but they got it set up in a way where they got kind of guards over there warning you.
Yeah.
You might not want to go any further.
Don't go any further. The beach here is the same beach you're going to get down there, except there's some locals down there.
When I was at the Atlantis there in the Bahamas, you went there as well, Anthony,
Yep.
a while back. You know that beach? I saw drunk college girls because it was like spring break time.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go take a walk. And the sun's going down, and all of a sudden they just start walking off into the distance. I'm like, dead.
Dead.
Because it's like, for lack of a better term, it's the dark side. It gets very, very dark in many ways as you head down the beach.
It's very creepy.
Away from your hotel.
The safety of your hotel. And this chick, she's hanging out at this bar. It's pretty popular down there, I guess. And she leaves with 3 locals. How do you do that, first of all? How do your friends allow you to do that? Their friends knew she left with these 3 guys, 3 locals. How many feet of cock do you need, lady? Jesus Christ.
3 locals, you're talking, that's got to be close to what?
It's probably 3 feet of dick.
I was going to go with 4.
Really?
Oh,
you think one guy's a little...
Oh, yeah. We've had this discussion where, you let your lady go on vacation with a friend.
Never.
And then she goes banging all the locals and stuff.
There's not one guy that could turn to his coworkers or friends or anything and go, oh, yeah, my chick went down, her and her girlfriend went down to Aruba, or, her and one of her friends from work went to the Bahamas, so it's cool, I get to hang out all week. Yeah, he's fucking around playing poker with his friends, or
going to the strip
hanging
club.
out a little late at the strip club or the bar or something, and she is just getting a baby's arm clutching an apple, smacking her in the face. Forget about it. They go down there to get hammered.
Yeah, you're at the strip club and this is what's going on.
If your chick is telling you she's going to the Caribbean without you, with her girlfriends, the relationship's done. It's over.
Let's just put it this way. When she gets back, the sex is going to be a lot different.
Forget about it.
You're not even going to be able to feel the side walls anymore.
One of those things you can't say, but in bed, you'll be fucking her going, this feels different. This is big. How could I possibly now say, honey, is your pussy bigger than it was before you left?
Honey, can you close your legs?
Yeah, tighten up.
Can't come unless you throw chicken blood on her.
I'm gonna put it in. Could you cross your ankles and squeeze, because it's just not doing it. and this happens. They do that. Not even with a crime. This is like one of the guys maybe that serves the coconut drinks on the beach. Why don't you come back to my place? Oh, he seems like such a nice guy. Oh, I'm going to go with him tonight. You go, girl. You have a good time. We're on vacation. What happens in Aruba stays in Aruba. Shut up.
A lot of people calling in saying Aruba's not like that. We understand that, but...
What? It's not?
But it's a sad story out of Aruba today. And
How is Aruba not like that, though?
Oh, let's go to the phone and see what Tim has to say about that. Tim, go ahead.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Why, because your chick went to Aruba without you, right?
No. Actually, I engaged my chick down there in Aruba, and we almost got married there, but we decided to do it here in the States. Anyways, dude.
No one cares.
Aruba is totally safe, man. You go there. We got there. We jumped off the plane. First thing we did, rented a Jeep. You go anywhere on that island you want to. It is so safe. You can't get lost down there. The island's way too small. Even if you do, eventually you hit a place that's like you know where you're at.
Yeah.
Now, there's parts of downtown. It's kind of like D.C. It's like, okay, you don't go over there. All right.
Exactly. Well, that's the part.
That's probably...
But no, where she was at, Carlos and Charlie's. Now, all the reports read, oh, she was eating and dancing at Carlos and Charlie's. Let me tell you, the drinking age down there, 18. She was trashed. There's no way she came out at Carlos and Charlie's anywhere near sober. She had to have been drunk. Now, I mean, I might be out, not speaking a little bit out of terms here, but she had to have been drunk.
Of course she was.
Aruba's a safe place. Aruba's one of those places where you don't have to stay on the compounds, not like some of the other places.
Yeah, just like she did. Dude, you're saying how safe it is. There's at least 3 guys and maybe more, maybe 5 guys that are responsible for this girl missing.
Well, see, that's the other strange thing about all the reports. If you pull up all the AP reports and whatever on the net, there's at one point in time they're saying there's 40 chaperones. At the other point in time they're saying there's 2 to 7.
Right.
So what's the reality there? I'm not sure what the truth is. But
you got to think if you're a chaperone on a trip like that, you're in the bar drinking as well.
Yeah, you're not paying attention.
Well, it's exactly what one of the reports said. They said,
you're trying to have sex with the 18-year-old girls.
Of course, because the laws are different in Aruba.
Right, there you go.
They are. They're totally different.
All right, Tim, stop babbling because we got some really good phone calls coming in. Thank you. Aruba's not like that.
I like in all the reports too. It's like the chief of police, Jan Herkenfergenstein. Or like Dutch, I guess.
Yeah,
down there.
They had a hot blonde that's an attorney or something.
Janssen Vern.
Yeah. They had a hot blonde. Maybe we could get audio of her. She's one of the attorneys down there in Aruba.
Yeah.
Looking like she should speak regular English. And, man, I couldn't believe what was coming out of her mouth.
I hate when they take you, they
knock
you for a loop.
Yeah, it's like...
That happens at the gas station sometimes. Because some of these guys, I don't know how it works, but they look like you're from California or something.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, buddy, how do you get to Main Street? I don't know. Wait a minute. I wouldn't have asked you if you looked the part. At least put some shoe polish on your face or something.
Classic. Let's go to Chad in Nebraska because this is something we have to talk about today. Let him say it, and then we'll move on from here. Go ahead, Chad.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I had the opposite thing happen to me last year. I went to Cancun with some buddies that I work with, and I came back and found out that my old lady was screwing everybody in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get no ass down there.
Well, the guys don't. The girls, if a girl and her girlfriend are going to the Caribbean on a vacation, they're fucking. They are getting laid. It's going to happen.
Anthony and I saw it firsthand. There was a whole bunch of people from our old radio station. This goes back to the AF days, and we went to Turks and Caicos on Jim Cook's dime. Big Sam Adams party down there, broadcasting live. It was a lot of fun. We went on the booze cruise, where they're pretty much saying what happens on the booze cruise stays on the booze cruise. On the way home, the captain of the ship started driving really slow because he was too busy dry humping this chick. She was playing with his hog, and I think, Anthony, that she actually went down on him, if you remember.
There was something going on.
There was something going on behind the big podium thing
that the ship's wheel is on.
Yeah, the ship's wheel in the back. And
that's why they call him the first mate.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, Chad. I knew that helped.
What a great one. That stunk.
And this girl she was pretty much a whore all week long at Turks and Caicos Club Med. And we touched down at JFK, and we're all getting our baggage. And you see the people you're with all week.
It's the welcome home.
And as soon as we walk out of JFK, there's her boyfriend, and she runs into her boyfriend's arms and starts giving him a nice sloppy kiss.
Yeah.
With the same mouth that she was going down on the captain with.
On some peeler from down there.
No, he was the white dude, remember? He was getting late. I forgot his name, and I asked him during the buffet, I'm like, how long you been here? He goes, 25 years, I'm never leaving.
Of course he's not.
Of course you're not leaving.
He's got something great. Then there was the other guy, the black guy with the dreads.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Who was just, like, trying to hit on every single girl. Right in front of boyfriends, husbands. This guy is just, it's all good, man. Unbelievable, these guys. They work it.
They really do work it down there. But I guess with this story in Aruba, it's not good, but they have called in the dive team.
Yes, they've asked for assistance from the FBI dive team, which, you just never want that. It's never like the FBI dive team has come in because maybe you want some gold doubloons and they'll find it for you.
Right.
They're just coming up with bodies.
It's never going to end with good news after the dive team's been out there a while. We found her, and she's alive because, you see, there was a sunken ship, and there was an air pocket.
There was air in there.
And there was just enough air to keep her alive until we found her.
Yeah, she's fine. She was chasing a turtle, and that's what happened. There was no sexual assault. There was no drowning. She's fine. And
when they bring in the dive team, they know they've exhausted all other possibilities and like, all right, dredge the ocean. We got to find her.
The best you can hope for as a parent is to get her all back. Not just pieces.
Yeah, well, let's go to Phil in Minnesota. Phil, what's up?
Phil?
Hey, O&A.
Hey.
Hey, Gumdrop, how you doing?
What up, Phil?
Okay, I think everybody's missing the big picture here. I think her friends killed her.
What?
Yeah, what was that movie? 4 or 5 girls, they all go somewhere, and she gets drunk, she admits screwing one of her boyfriends, and they all tag up and kill her, put her in the swamp, fed her to the fishes.
Nah, she's an 18-year-old girl, completely hammered, probably, I'm assuming, with her friends, and maybe started talking to some of these locals, and unfortunately one of these locals is a bad guy.
I don't know.
Maybe she didn't want to go all the way. CT a little bit. Guy couldn't take it. Choked her with his own penis.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Phil.
Yep.
They charged 2 guys with that, though.
Yeah, they got 2 guys so far.
They arrested them. They're not giving details, and no one knows what they're being charged with, and they're not any of the 3 guys that drove her home.
The guys are security guards in a hotel that's being renovated.
Oh, really?
That's nice. Your security guards are being charged with probably a rape and a murder.
Uh-huh.
That's nice.
I always think about it when I go on vacation. When I was at Atlantis, and you just see these drunk girls just like on spring break, just, let's go find some pot! And just start walking down the beach. I'm like,
I know where we can find some.
Are you insane?
Yeah.
Just go down to the beach.
Let's just keep walking, and one of the locals will have some. The sun's going down. You're like, oh, man, will you please turn around? I don't even know you. Will you just turn around?
Yeah. For the love of God, for your own life. I'm saving your life right here.
Yeah, because the resorts are, they're set up sweet for you. You know?
And Tim from Pennsylvania has a point about the parents. I mean, I don't know. I guess you got to give them freedom, but go ahead, Tim. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell's wrong with these parents? And somebody ought to interview them and find out, what, let's send our kids down to Aruba and learn how to play canasta. I mean, what do they think they're going to do down there?
I think she's 18, though, right?
Yeah, but I mean...
What does that matter?
I mean, you can't tell them not to go.
When we were growing up, 18 was the drinking age, and my parents wouldn't let me go
to
tell
them not to go.
Some exotic island.
She's still living at home? I don't know.
I think that's parental peer pressure. The parents are just bowing to peer pressure. Well, Janie's going, so let me go.
This stuff very rarely happens, though, man. In fairness to the islands, you very rarely hear about somebody going to Aruba and missing on spring break or whatever it is.
Unfortunately,
never happens.
One of those rare things, and you still got to live your life. You can't get all
scared
and paranoid.
But there's a lot of rape, though.
So.
Oh, yeah, date rape, drug, that type of stuff.
Yeah, some of that stuff.
I'm sure it happens in Fort Lauderdale, too. I mean, I'm sure a couple people have turned up missing if you go back 30 years, something has happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch it out, guys.
Thank you. There is we talk about this every morning. There's a car crash every single morning. We had no idea this was going on
until plenty of them, but then there's always a big one.
Until we started doing morning radio. But every morning there's a car crash, and it's the car crash of the morning on the local TV here in New York. They have a horrific one in Stamford, Connecticut, where the car, they showed it, it's flat on the road and smeared.
Yeah, it looked like the car was made out of, like, cream cheese, and you smeared it on how you would smear it on a bagel.
It was completely flattened to the road, and we're trying to figure out how did that happen?
Tires were, like, flat on the ground. The car itself completely flattened. Like, you couldn't even tell what kind of car it was.
It's like
some blankets thrown over it.
Kind of like if Godzilla just crushed the car as he's walking toward Manhattan.
That's it. Tractor trailer, like, ran over it or something.
That's weird.
That's what it looked like.
All right, let's go to Doug. Hey, Doug, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to point out something. About 5 years ago in Pennsylvania here, he had I don't know what the hell the parent was thinking, but she let her 15-year-old daughter go with a bunch of her friends alone down to Ocean City, and she went to a nightclub, and they found her in the ditch the next morning. So, I mean, it happens up here, too, just not down there.
Good point, sir. Good point.
Unfortunately, it happens from time to time everywhere, but...
I mean, I thought they should have thrown the parents. I mean, who lets a 15-year-old girl go unsupervised with other 15 and 16-year-olds
right.
to Ocean City for the weekend or whatever?
Plenty of parental stupidity.
Let's go to Anthony in New York. Checking in. Anthony,
boys?
what's up?
What's up? Hey, sweet tits.
That's very mean-spirited, sir. Let's get to the call.
Not you.
Oof.
Listen, I was down in Aruba about 8 years ago. They have sharks all around the island, and they feed the sharks on the north side of the island because all the resorts are on the south side of the island. They keep the sharks away from the south side by feeding them up in the north. This bitch is in with the sharks. There's no two ways about it.
No two ways about it.
This guy knows. This guy knows how to dispose of a body, obviously.
And then he goes, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. They're tracing the call. It's coming from upstairs. Rob in New Jersey.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey.
Hey, at least when they find this girl's body, it'll be cheaper to go to Aruba for the rest of us.
You think they'll drop prices?
Yeah, try to bring tourists back.
Yeah, because we all are a bunch of dummies. Millions and millions of people go there every year, and it takes one of these, and all of a sudden airfare is cheap, and the hotels drop their prices for a little while.
I know 3 strippers I'd like to send down there from Friday's show.
Oh, Jesus. I thought we were just going to, forget about Friday's show.
I listened to the replay, and it had its moments early on.
Right.
It's pretty good. I was laughing at the Edmund Fitzgerald bit. It was very funny.
This is what
laughing.
Yeah, this is what I got to tell people. And I'm done with the message boards. I really am, because these guys are they're just completely negative, and they pick apart every show, every little thing that we do. We need the people that understand what this radio show is all about to start posting on these message boards, or we should just ignore them completely, because it's really ridiculous.
They do, though.
It's completely ridiculous.
It's such a small percentage of the message board people that get on there.
But they take over. They take over the whole message board.
But that's the whole thing of any message board on the internet for any subject whatsoever.
I mean, here's the reality. We do a 4-hour original show every day. Some days, unfortunately, we're going to bomb completely. We haven't had a bad show in a while, and most shows have at least a couple segments that are just priceless,
worth the price of admission.
Like a Friday show, in my opinion, was awful, but the Gordon Lightfoot bit was probably one of the best bits or I should say Anthony and Jimmy. It was mostly you guys. That's one of the best bits we've done since coming to XM Satellite Radio.
It was a lot of fun.
It was absolutely amazing how funny that bit was. But then these guys, they take one thing and they just blow it out of proportion, and it's just getting ridiculous. It's not even worth reading the boards anymore.
It's only a few, though. Because the majority of the people do get it, and actually were writing, it happens. Yeah, I love this, but the end of the show sucked, and that's what happens.
Right.
That's what happens when you put on a live show on a daily basis.
Yeah, you're not going to get 4 good hours every day.
And people that don't get that come off looking really stupid anyway on the board, and they get ripped apart by the other people there. So I had no problem with Friday. I thought the beginning of the show and the Edmund Fitzgerald thing, very funny, very entertaining to listen back to. And then the stripper thing, oof.
Yeah, well... Oof. And the funny thing
no more strippers. Strippers suck.
They stink. Well, this has been an ongoing thing with the show, and we're just hating the strippers. We just are. And Steve is like, Steve wants. He's emailing us weekly about this girl, and wants to come in and do this, and they never do anything
because they got nothing. They don't know what to do on the radio.
And going into Friday's show, I go, Steve, oh man, more strippers. What's up? And he's like, no, they said they would do anything.
And it's always the way. They always say that.
We had 3 strippers. One girl flashed us for maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's not even good enough. Even if the girls got topless or naked, that's not good enough.
No, they have to be ramming shit inside themselves. That's it. It's like there isn't this thing where they come in and we go, hey, do we see your boobies? Okay, could we see a little ass? No? Well, and then we beg for another 10 minutes and stuff. They should walk through that door completely naked. They should be naked, coming in and just, what do you want me to put in my snatch? Pointing at the Lysol can, the microphone, I don't care what, anything. It shouldn't be an argument. But it's always this, no. You say something like, hey, are we going to see anyone naked? And they look at each other and start, like, shaking their head no, and making eyes at, like, whoever they brought with them, like, I didn't say I'd do that. I don't want to do this.
Then why the fuck are you here?
Exactly.
My God.
I wish I had more balls to throw him out earlier. I really do. I was annoyed at myself. I kept thinking, just get out, and I didn't have the balls to say it.
Next time, someone has to throw them out. One of us 3. Next time when we see something like that's happening, in any situation, we ought to have something where one of us has to get the job. We should have the shitty stripper guest dice that we have to roll, and whoever loses has to fucking do it in a heartless manner.
I'm usually pretty good at that, but I was just so annoyed and like, ugh, whatever. Just let this show die then. It was just... Then the hypnotist, oh my God, did he stink?
I forgot about him.
And then freaking Steve was telling me that, his manager's been begging Steve for like 6 months to get him on the show. And then the guy just completely...
What, did he hypnotize Steve?
Bombed.
You will book me on the show, Steve.
I was getting sleepy.
You will book me.
Steve, never again. No more strippers ever.
No, I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah, that was awful.
That was, you know what? Ope's heard the conversations I've had with these guys that own strip clubs, and I'm not tame. I'm not vague when I talk to them. I am very, very blunt, and I say, look, if you bring in girls here that aren't going to perform, that aren't going to get naked, you are going not only are you not welcome, but you're going to have crying bitches on your hands. So I am not interested.
Oh yeah, they went away crying Friday, Steve, because we're so brave around here.
But the reality, I get lied to all the time. All the guys in strip clubs say, okay, yeah, don't worry, they're all nuts, they're all crazy. Then they get here, and the girls have no idea why they're up there.
You know why? Because the guy from the strip clubs, all they want to do is get a plug for their club.
Right.
Yep. So they're not going, hey, make sure you do this. They just go, 3 girls, boom, 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 you, let's go, we're going on the radio. They're going to ask you to show a tit or something, but just come down.
Yeah.
Hoping they get their plug, and they don't care what these girls do or if it's entertaining for our listeners or anything. They just want to get the plug.
Exactly.
They got no plug.
No more.
Nope.
Yeah, we're done with the strippers. I mean,
done.
If they want to come on on the show, good luck even.
No, strippers don't work.
Attempting.
They would have to have something where they say, I'm coming in to do this. And we would have to go, wow, that's really cool. Okay, come down. And if they didn't do it within the first minute...
We get to chop off a finger?
A finger? That's it. Just hack their head off.
Well, they should be...
Leave them in a ditch.
Let's make them sign a contract. If they don't perform, we get to take a butcher knife to their like, which finger you want to take?
I say the pinky finger.
No, the ring
bolt
finger.
Cutter.
Well, bolt cutter's better.
Yeah, the ring finger. That's the most important body part
right
on a woman.
But again, if you start with the pinky finger and you...
Where are you going to put that silly wedding ring, huh?
On the ring finger? You want that one taken off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good one. Wow. That's heartless. You're never going to get the engagement ring on that finger. Just pops it right off with a bolt cutter. Make sure it's nice and close so they can't fake it and slide one on the stub.
But then they could place it there and then maybe have a rubber band that wraps around their wrist.
No, they'd wear it like on the other hand. Maybe we should just eliminate both ring fingers.
Yeah, that would be good.
If they screw up.
All right, well, we're done with strippers.
Adult talent.
No, the adult talent barely does anything.
Well, the problem is the adult talent's all based on the West Coast, and if you want to book them...
They suck, too. They fucking come in here. You can watch a video of them right on the screen in the same room with them. We have watched video of them doing horrific things to their bodies.
What about the girl that was sitting on Jay Moore's lap that was in that gangbang video?
Yeah.
What was it called? The Baker's Dozen?
The Baker's Dozen.
She's sucking 13 guys
13
off.
guys. She's taking it in the ass, in a pussy, everything. We ask if she'll take the wiffle bat in her. Oh, no. I don't. Oh.
She didn't even get naked.
No, didn't even get fucking naked.
I thought she did.
They're awful.
No, she didn't get naked?
I remember.
And we don't want her sitting there with the top off.
I think she did, actually.
No girl sitting with a friggin' top off. It's not going to do it. They have to be not a stitch of fucking clothes on.
I want a sign on that door that basically says strippers remove clothes before entering.
Yeah, no clothes beyond this point.
Right.
If you're a stripper.
We don't
I hate
even
watching Jimmy begging to see their gash.
Right.
Could you do this? Could you take your clothes off?
Yeah, that's the new sign for the door.
Okay.
Strippers before entering remove all clothes.
How about all non-males, regardless of your job title?
That could get ugly.
It certainly couldn't get ugly. If you're a female, you have to be nude to be in the studio.
Hi, I brought you some chocolate.
Good point, Aunt.
Oh, how are you? Thought I'd drop in.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sick of people.
How you doing? I pay attention to the sign.
Oh, I'm so sick of people just, bringing this show to a screeching halt.
Oh, my God.
When it's Aunt, myself, and Jimmy, we know how to do radio. And then you get these people in here, these strippers and things, and now the show's just waiting to happen. Now we're just sitting here waiting. When if they weren't around, we'd still be, attempting to make people laugh and shock you a little bit and make you think. And
plenty more Yates jokes.
Exactly.
There were that day, that's for sure.
Thank God.
And the strippers come in and just...
Let's go to Mark. Hey, Mark.
Hey, gentlemen, what's going on?
What's up?
I have to agree with you 100% about that goddamn message boards. And you know what? They're a good thing for the show and everything, but there's fucks like Fast Freddy from Jamaica who have to post on these things a million times, and then you go on there and you make a comment, and they're like, oh, you have no rep, cred, whatever. Dude, I've been listening to the show since you guys started, you know what I mean? Stupid assholes.
They sit there and try to get their post count up. So if they're a guy that has like 1,400 posts, he knows more than the guy that has like 300 posts, so he'll kick him around. It's like a little power base for people.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be posting on these message boards, at least understand the basics of the show, like what everyone does on the show, maybe.
They won't. They can never understand
It's amazing.
Not everybody will understand. And this will be, you could go to the message board for anything. Any message board for any subject, you'll get the same thing.
Who has a job? I mean, what do these people do? Do they have jobs that they have to, like, go out of? Yeah, I only have, like, 35 posts because I'm out working every day, but that doesn't mean that, I have XM. I don't even switch the channels on my XM. I bought XM for you. You know what I mean? It's just 24 hours a day. And I catch the whole show, man. It's great.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. All right, Steve. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm just so done.
Yeah. You tried to.
And what's up with the hypnotist? That guy was the biggest hack I've ever seen.
That guy's manager.
I've been doing radio for a really long time. That guy could be the biggest hack we've ever had on the
show. He wasn't even a good hypnotist, and hypnotists always suck on the radio. And he wasn't even good at that.
His manager came after me for 3 months, and I said no easily half a dozen times, and finally I said, look, buddy, if your guy comes in here and hangs himself, I can't say I didn't warn you. And that was it.
He had no charisma. He wasn't exciting on the air or anything. Even these dopey friggin' hypnotist phony asses. At least if they have like a show or some kind of personality, like, he gets on mic and starts going, well, we've got the girls in there, and what I've done is I put them under the spell of in some kind of a energetic voice. He was like, I put them under. And
he couldn't even put under the friend of his that he brought with him.
No, because he brought two marks.
He brought two marks
that were supposed to be the ones that like actually get hypnotized.
And they couldn't even fake it for their friend.
They couldn't fake it. Even for their buddy.
Knowing that this was a big deal for the guy.
Hack.
I want to get a cop, like one of those hypnotists that works for the police department and like regresses people for license plates. Like one of those people that's at least got a legitimate job in that field
That
we
would
want
be
to try
cool.
some. That I want to try. Like someone that's not a showman that actually just does it because they need information.
Not stage with the same hack
I was gonna
fucking act, the same hack little things where in the other room they were discussing what they were going to do. And it's like, oh, look at Steve. Now, when I snap my fingers, he's going to have the biggest penis hanging right out of his pants, and you're going to, okay, go. Oh, why do you have that hanging there?
Well, they look at it and just start giggling to themselves, and then you have to go, what's wrong, ladies?
One of the funniest friggin' Simpsons ever was when Homer got hypnotized, and I wish I could remember any of the lines or anything, but if you've seen it, you know how goddamn funny it is that it's such a great rip on hypnotists and what they're supposed to do and be on stage. It's funny as hell.
Can we get those clips for the show, you think?
Yeah, try to find those, because it is so goddamn funny.
Because after having El Hacko in Friday, it would be a lot of fun to play those clips. Maybe tomorrow or later today.
It's something on the lines of the hypnotist tells the Homer, like, hey, you're Tom Cruise. And he goes, woo, I'm Tom Cruise. Like, it just doesn't do anything different than just be Homer on stage. It's great. They are the worst goddamn hack. They're worse than the worst hack comic on stage when you see these guys. You go to a club and they bring a hypnotist out. Oh.
And they sell out. You dummies out there that love these morons. They
Going
do
to that.
improvs 2 weeks in a row. They sell.
Who is going to see this shit?
Hey, the same people that are watching Joey on NBC.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? That's the same mentality.
Is
it good?
I
don't know.
never seen an episode of Joey in my life.
Me neither.
All right, enough of that. We got the,
Hey, can we send maybe an intern for a fan? Is there possibly get a fan in the doorway? It's brutal in here.
Like one of those
Look at my-
oscillating.
look at my pits
Oh my
already.
God, Opie, you are fucking soaked.
And he never sweats. You're like a mannequin.
I really never sweat either. You're right. I am
Steve came in blotting himself.
Shock.
I'm a large sweaty individual.
You are really sweating.
You're a gamey chimp, is what you are.
The sweaty bear.
It is bad. I picked the wrong day to wear sleeves, apparently.
Why is the Reverend Jesse Jackson supporting Michael Jackson on TV right now?
I don't know, melanin. I mean, I can't imagine
Jesus.
why he'd support him.
Only reason.
Jackson was in the hospital again. I was telling Anthony before the show, I have a slight back problem right now, just slight. I pulled a muscle, whatever. It's no big deal. I bet you because I think he went in because he has a back problem.
It was back problem. It had earlier been reported as flu-like symptoms. He's been hospitalized for that. And now
it's probably
back
the basic stuff that any of us get, just living life, and he goes right to the hospital for it. You get a slight back problem. What do you get? You take a few aspirin there, and you go to work.
Where's that siren coming from?
Oh, we have those out.
We have all the windows open and everything. We're trying to get any kind of
It
air.
is? It's like real city noises, not sound effects?
No, that's an actual somebody going by there.
Oh. You think Michael Jackson really had the flu, or he just had his head in his boy's lap and it looked like he was coughing?
He's gonna walk. It's so obvious. When is this done?
So I'm spitting out what people thought was phlegm.
Are they deliberating today? This morning?
Boy, I'm not sure.
I think they started deliberations today.
Have they?
Yeah, right? Yeah, he'll walk. Probably as early as today.
He will absolutely walk.
What's this picture of the kid of his mule that some kid drew?
Oh, that is great. It's on Drudge. It's a drawing and some notes that one of the young victims drew and described to his father about Michael Jackson's penis and his whole genital area and its surroundings and how it's blotchy. There's a picture of a mushroom kind of looking thing.
By the way, how do you talk to your father about that? I have enough problems asking my dad how to kiss a girl when I was in 4th grade. How do you describe the cock of a pop superstar?
Let me tell you, hey, Pop, boy, let me describe to you Michael Jackson's dick.
His father probably asked him. It was really dark. They were both turned on. He's like, how big was it? It's under an Afghan.
Well, he drew some kind of a skinny-looking short shaft with a very triangular-shaped head on it. It looks like a garden gnome.
Yeah.
And then there's notes that some of them are kind of hard to read. One says, body oil stink. Like there was some kind of body oil, and it stunk down there. Brown patch on ass. bleaching cream.
Orietta? No?
I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Babe, body oils stink. Wow, is that what that means? Does it smell? You think his bag smelled?
Probably is. Hey, I like bag stink.
Body odor.
He has scrotum flakes.
Ew.
Oh.
He had gamey balls. It's very funny.
Jesus.
And then he has My Theory ass bleach. Brown something brown. I want to see brown down there. So like apparently he was bleaching his ass also. Like he's bleaching his whole body to get rid of that blackness that he hates so much about himself. And the kid like saw that, described it, and drew a picture of his penis. But this is, it's not evidence.
93 that's from.
Is it 93?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that might trip up Michael Jackson in this whole case is the fact that the judge said it's okay for the prosecution to bring up past allegations of sexual misconduct with children.
Nah, he's walking.
Just another circus by the LA prosecutors. Another media circus that these dummies cannot handle.
They are completely incompetent, especially when it comes to a high-profile case like this. They can't close the deal.
No.
That Robert Blake case, how guilty is Robert Blake? You don't even have to go the OJ thing, of course, but how guilty is Robert Blake? The guy shot his wife in the car.
Yeah.
And nothing.
And his excuse was he went back to get his gun.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I went back to get my gun.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even have my gun with me.
Right.
How bad of an excuse is that?
Yeah.
I had a gun, though I would have shot her with, but it was in the restaurant, as coincidence would have it, while she was shot. All right, I buy that. The original L.A. cops, the original the Rodney King beating, they had to get them on civil rights charges, I think, and then the Reginald Denny, they got those guys. I think they went to jail immediately.
Did they actually go to jail?
I think they got convicted immediately.
I remember seeing Reginald Denny on TV a couple of years after that, forgiving them for what they did with his
hugged the guy,
shaved-in head. Yeah. How do you do? I'm sorry. There is no amount of this forgiveness.
Another victim forgiving?
Oh.
It's an empowerment thing, I think.
Oh my
yeah.
You feel empowered when you have the, I forgive you.
Pardon you.
I pardon you. There was a ring around my tub, so he hit me in the skull.
Left the house and he started shooting at me.
I pardon you.
I pardon you.
All right, why don't we do one more thing before we take a break, Anthony?
What if we go?
And we might even break out a classic O&A bit.
Oh!
Which one's that, Opie?
Instead of playing awful XM promos today.
Ooh.
Let's see. Listen to this quote and try to figure out who said this. Okay, Jimmy?
Oh wait, somebody's got it. Dan from Hoboken has it was Mesmerino was the hypnotist, and he said, "When I snap my fingers, you will transform into a famous historian." And Homer goes, "Look at me, I'm a famous historian! Out of my way!" And then he goes, "Now you're Emily Dickinson." Homer goes, "Look at me, I'm Angie Dickinson."
Can we get those clips, Eric, you think?
Was Homer faking it?
Of course he was.
Oh, it's awesome.
He just wanted to be like the center of attention. So he's running around the stage.
Very cool.
But then he really did hypnotize him, and that's when he starts screaming.
This guy was hypnotized to quit smoking. Jim, how did that work out for you?
It didn't work out very well at all. There was like 80 of us in one room.
80?
In a hotel room. It was, like a ballroom type thing. And this guy, he, went through all this counting stuff and everything else. And all right, and listen to this music. And when you hear this color, this is going to happen. You hear this color. Well, the entire time that this was going on, I was totally aware of everything that was going on. Well, all right, the session's done with, snapping his fingers, counting backwards. I glanced at my watch, and it was like an hour and a half. But it only seemed to me like 5 minutes. But it didn't work.
Because you probably nodded off or something, and the whole thing with hypnotism is a good hypnotist will be able to relax you to that weird almost asleep point where you're a little you're in that zone where you could nod off but you're not quite asleep. So for some reason they think that you're open to suggestion more at that level. But I don't believe that either. But their whole power is that they can bore you to the point where you're almost asleep. And then when you're almost asleep, you don't feel like you do when you're awake. So they attribute that to some kind of power that they have. But no, it's the soft voice, the laying there in a comfortable position.
Yeah, we were doing all that. Yep.
Yeah. And then they tell you, you don't want a cigarette, you don't want to smoke. And then if you have enough willpower where you really want to quit, you quit smoking and you go, oh, hypnotism made me quit. Or you keep smoking and go, oh, that was bullshit.
There you go.
By the end of it, they were selling us pills and everything else and trying to rake you into money. And it was the same as like Zyban or something like that. So.
Okay. All right, Jim.
All right, punching out.
Thank you.
Bye.
Chuck Yarla from whackbag.com. This is really funny, actually. Was Anthony saying serious posts only? Does he want us to attack ourselves? Is this their way of getting rid of us before we attack them, as they have said they are eventually afraid of?
Turn them on themselves. That's it.
We understand there's a lot of really good fans on Whackbag.
I think the majority of them, all of them.
Yeah, it is. But
it just seems that a lot of the assholes are allowed to just completely take over, and that's what's just so frustrating at times. That's all. I understand there's a lot of you guys out there that are just
and the moderators
on and understand the show, the ins and the outs with this damn thing.
And a legitimate criticism is fine. You get that. We're not that. Like I was talking to some guy who I had a misunderstanding with. I thought like he was a friend of one of these message boards. Who I thought was kind of like for real shitting on me. It's like, it's fine if you want to do that. I mean, it's certainly your right to do it. But if we know each other, it's like, Jesus, dude, it's like...
Yeah.
But we talked in an instant message, and, it was all kind of straightened out. But he was like, yeah, sometimes you guys don't really take criticism too well. And it's like, is that true? I don't know. I think we do. I mean...
yourself. Every day,
I think we take it.
Somebody's getting criticized for something on this show.
The moderators over there at Whackbag are pretty good, too. They wield an iron fist. If someone's really getting out of line over there, they rein them in and don't take much bullshit.
And OpieandAnthony.net and CringeHumor.com.
No, I don't know about those. I don't know those boards. I don't know what they do.
They always
Wow fans.
get mad. Wow fans. Yeah, Paul Field gets mad.
Postwhores.net.
Psychopath he is. Does my merchandise.
Church of Opie.
What?
a new one called
Church of Opie?
What is that?
Something like the Church of Opie.
That's creepy.
Wow, is that an eerie sounding?
I forgot the URL, but it was pretty
What's
funny.
the Messiah? Is it a dog on a crucifix? Hand liver?
I'll have to try to find it. A new site that's trying to get some play. It's called Church of Opie.
It's not churchofopie.com?
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know. Well, who else would have churchofopie.com?
How about, can we get a fucking fan.net? Is that possible? Jesus Christ, it's brutal in here.
No, it's funny. We keep saying it's hot in here, and Eric's got a good observation. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, how's it going? This one's from Master Poe. It's getting hot in here. It's getting very hot in here.
Yeah. Oh, no, dude, your line was funnier. That's on the screen, though.
What was the line?
I didn't want to take it from him. The guy's like, is Master Poe running in and out all morning long because you guys keep saying it's hot in there? Kind of funny.
Does it smell bad? I'm going to check that.
What?
Anyone have deodorant? Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I found it all right.
Wait, can you get it up on here, Eric? Where are you here
Happy
today?
birthday, God. Opie's tips to beat the movie crowds. Led Zeppelin.
Do you know what we're
Led
trying to
Zeppelin,
find?
greatest band of all time.
That's why I'm asking if you're here today.
That is a good point, Hawk. He's asking you.
The Lord considers smoking marijuana. What does this mean for us? Since baby wipes placed in church bathroom, worshippers have never felt so fresh.
That's an Anthony thing, though. Anthony turned me on to the baby wipes.
Grace to you and peace in the name of Opie, our Lord.
What I love is there's a post for my birthday. Happy birthday, God. May 23rd is our Lord and Savior's birthday. Today the question is posed to our holy scholars, why does Opie Day fall on December 25th rather than on his actual birthday? And then it talks about how old I am.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that?
That's hysterical.
Where is it? One of the biggest mysteries is Opie's actual age. When he is asked, he usually skirts the issue. How old is God? And then the answer, the Lord skirts the issue of his age because it is not relevant. Would you love him any less if he were 90 or 10? It is of no consequence. Opie will always remain 25 in our hearts.
Who put this together?
Some sarcastic son of a bitch, and I think he deserves some credit. It's funny, man. Led Zeppelin, greatest band of all time. That's right. Don't even argue that one with me.
And then in some of the topics in the forums, what is Opie's purpose? Is he truly immortal? Did we anger him? Spiritual debate.
That's funny.
Discuss the holy saints. I guess, and the topic is Norton a better saint than Anthony? Church of Opie.
It's getting out of hand.
Are you pitting out, Ope?
Oh, look at me.
Yeah, you ought to see God sweating like he just backed over an 8-year-old.
You are soaked.
Can someone give me some water? I never sweat like this.
You're sweating around like in the middle of your shirt too, like where your ribs are.
Dude, I am dying. Well, you've got a black shirt on. I'm sure you're just as bad.
Dude, I don't sweat. Even when I was in the gym yesterday for an hour and a half, I had to sit in the steam room.
Really? Working out?
It's funny. I've had foot pain for a month, and I mean a bad cramp in my right foot. I'm panicking, thinking I have foot cancer. There's something wrong with me.
Jesus, no one gets foot cancer.
I know. I got cancer with a prick. I wound up walking on the treadmill for a half hour yesterday. It's still a little uncomfortable, but it's 80% better. I wonder if I just had to stretch it out a little bit.
You did?
Yeah, you know how it is when you work out, then you go swimming 10 laps, and then you do a little bit of, I was so embarrassed because, like, Regan's dumb bit, I couldn't, like, see what machine was good for what.
Yeah.
I used the machine backwards, and I hurt myself. I stretched and I pulled something, trying to just get the machine so I could exercise.
I'm the two-plate guy. Clang.
You're working out. That's
Dude, awesome. I couldn't. What am I going to do? I mean, then I had to go take a steam, as we say.
Take a steam.
But then, is this normal when you take a steam? That the rest of the night, my face was oily. Is that because that brings out oils in your face? Like my face is never.
I would think it might do that, but I
think you're. Know what's going on, Jimmy? Because you've decided to take on a workout program. You're going to start sweating out the toxins.
That's what they say.
So maybe you're sweating out some of the toxins and the oils are kind of coming to the surface.
By that he means the AIDS.
Sweating that out.
AIDS. You just sweat it out.
Like my breathing's been all off. I'm all nervous, thinking I got something with my lungs or emphysema.
Really?
What if it's just tension?
You're a hypochondriac?
I feel like I can't breathe all the time.
Are you?
I don't know. This started in the playoffs when the Yankees were getting their asses kicked by Boston.
Yeah.
When they were like winning like 6. Remember that last win the Yankees had against Boston? I had that horrible cold or sore throat or whatever I had. It was bad.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't leave the house for like 3 days.
Now you feel like your lungs won't fill up with air?
Yeah, maybe me and Anthony talked about it. Anthony's so good at putting, like, he takes these symptoms you have, and he's like, oh, you can't get that click when you breathe. I'm like, that's what it is, the click.
It's that click. It's not a real click, but you feel like when you breathe in deep that you've filled your lungs and can exhale. Sometimes when you breathe in all the way, you don't feel like you've filled your lungs up. You don't feel that click point.
Yeah, even though you're not passing out. I'm like, am I really breathing and then just panicking because...
Well, working out, huh?
Yeah, long time. Hour and a half in the gym.
That's really dumb.
Almost 2 hours.
That's dumb.
Why?
Because that's the biggest mistake a lot of people do.
No,
when
I didn't
they start
know
working out.
No, you're
okay. Well, most people though they finally want to work out, so they got all that motivation. They go to the gym and they do maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. They do it like for the first week, and they're so tired and sore that they have to now take 2 or 3 weeks off, and then they slowly but surely just don't do it anymore. The key is to just do it, slowly and build up.
I thought
and make it part of your lifestyle.
But the key is I spent a lot of time on the treadmill, and a lot of it was in the steam room and in the pool, which was fine. You know what I mean? It was kind of like walking on the treadmill. I had my iPod, which I still want to throw out the window because the fucking thing keeps turning off. iPods stink technologically.
They've had a problem with their batteries.
So do it on a battery thing. When it's plugged in, it just stops.
Really?
I have to let the battery wear off. I can't reboot it. You know how you press menu and the other button? Nothing happens.
Dude, I've had a bunch of bugs in my iPod. You're bringing on something that's very...
Makes me sick.
Very interesting.
Apple stinks.
They are buggy.
They definitely have some bugs. Free Nick or Freak Nick? Free Nick, Frenik from Cleveland, needs to get credit for Church of Opie. He threw that whole thing together, yeah. But, all right, a couple more things. Let's go to Jim. Jim, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Hey, you're talking about them baby wipes?
Yeah.
My wife managed to get about 6 of them in the crapper in the last week or so, so I get home, nothing's working out like it should. All right, fine, pipes clogged, working on that. Breaks one in the kitchen, floods the kitchen, floods the hallway, floods the dining room. So my ass feels better except for the part where my wallet rides because I got to put out $1,000 on my homeowners.
How many are you flushing down there at a time?
God damn, I don't know, man. I'm like one at a time, and I come home, she's saying, hey, listen, I don't know what's going on here.
I'm baby wiping once a day.
That's you after a dump. You use one. You don't use like a whole handful of them.
It is the cure for cranky ass, man.
Oh, it is. It's wonderful.
When you feel like you're making soup in your underwear, you take one of those. It just takes one, like midday, clean up nice. And
even if it's a regular dump.
Really?
It's fine to use the wipe. It's great. But on those special occasions where there's a little something going on, maybe it feels like sandpaper coming out of you.
Heated sandpaper.
Heated sandpaper. That's when they really come in handy. You almost hear a
And
When you touch.
You're walking down the street at some kind of like local fair or something, and all of a sudden things start bubbling in the back there.
Oh, boy.
That is the most uncomfortable feeling.
You can't have that.
It's just burning and just so awkward.
And it just those wipes are amazing. They just help you out.
I like the wipe thing.
Hawk, do we have an extra daily news?
Just take that one.
No, I don't want to take it. I know you guys do things. Thanks, sweetie.
Well, here's the deal. So, getting back to the quote, Jimmy. Who said this over the weekend?
Okay.
It's like waking up in the morning, and all of a sudden, Yankee Stadium became a fruit stand, and George Washington Bridge, that's how it says in the paper, by the way, instead of the, and George Washington Bridge is a raft. You can't do that. Any guesses?
Yankee Stadium is a fruit stand, and George Washington...
It's like waking up in the morning, and all of a sudden, Yankee Stadium became a fruit stand, and George Washington Bridge is a raft. You can't do that.
I'm going to guess Voss, because it's stupid.
Makes no sense.
What was the quote? Oh, here's $1,000 deposit for a car that I haven't even seen in person yet. Well, now you have to hint me. That's a very vague thing. It sounds like a Huck Finn or something reference, but apparently it's not. Oh, no, what does this person do? Do I know this person?
Well, he's in our business. Technically.
It's like he's in the radio business.
Proven that this guy should just be spinning records.
Oh, wow.
That's all he does. I'm sorry, that's all this guy does.
Spin records?
Yeah, and they're making a big deal out of it. It's like waking up in the morning and all of a sudden Yankee Stadium became a fruit stand and George Washington Bridge is a raft. You can't do that, said the 67-year-old Morrow who introduced the Beatles at Shea Stadium in 1965.
Cousin Brucey?
Talking about Cousin Brucey, Anthony.
67?
That's
that
a lie.
guy's in his 70s.
Minimum.
Stop it.
I'm not a big Cousin Brucey fan, to be honest with you.
Now that I know that Cousin Brucey is lying about his age, I'm ready to tell everyone how old I am.
That's right.
I am 34 years old, and I'm proud of it.
Ooh. What does that mean? What did he say about CBS not being there?
Well, it's big news.
CBS.
How about this? No one cares if CBS is here.
Exactly.
No one cares.
Let's bring the whole country into this, though. It's because it's big news here in New York, and I think it's big news for radio as far as the rest of the country goes. A lot of these oldies formats are going away fast.
Oldies.
Really fast. Infinity Broadcasting, our old company, they changed the format here of CBS FM in New York City, got rid of the oldies. And they did in Chicago as well on Friday.
Yep.
And it's happening in a lot of cities across America. It might even have happened in your city by now. And they're replacing it with the Jack format.
Jack. Oh, the radio industry abuzz with Jack.
And that's where DJs play music and they whack off live on the air and
jack it.
And they jack it.
Jack is jockless, I believe.
Jack is a format. Basically, it's you know how people have their iPods. And you throw everything in there. You throw your Rolling Stones in there. You throw your U2, the Beastie Boys.
Your Kajagoogoo.
Kajagoogoo, yeah, those guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
And then you hit shuffle on your iPod, and you never know what's going to come up next.
I know what's coming up.
It's Sympathy for the Devil, and the next song is Too Shy Shy by Kajagoogoo. And it's exciting because it's just like, it's
unpredictable. Olivia Newton-John's I Honestly Love You.
It's unpredictable.
Eclectic.
It goes from White Stripes to, I don't know, Flackus Eagles.
What are they finally admitting? That the program directors and that the playlists are shit and don't know what they're talking about? Are they finally admitting that? Is that what this is? This is radio saying the program directors don't know what they're doing?
Yeah. In this weird kind of format. I think they're acknowledging that. And that they don't want jocks wasting any time. I got to tell you, I heard the format change, so I switched over there, gave it a listen for about an hour and a half. And I heard maybe 8, 9 songs.
Okay.
An hour and a half.
What was the rest?
In an hour and a half?
In an hour and a half. I heard so many commercials, couldn't even deal. I'm so used to satellite radio now that I go to regular radio, and usually all I listen to on regular radio is news, so they don't usually hit you with these huge, long stop sets during news. It's a couple of commercials and then more news. So to listen to a regular music station again, I couldn't believe it. There was one point, I'm listening, I turn it on, and I hop in the shower. The entire time until I started getting dressed, I didn't hear one song. Not kidding.
Yeah, As soon as I got to satellite radio over 2.5 years ago now, I barely go back to commercial radio.
Yeah,
you can't even do it.
You greedy faggots in commercial have ruined it for yourselves. And people are running away from you. The more commercials they play, the happier I am, because you're pushing people right to us. Good.
Yep. That's exactly what they're doing.
You suck and you agree. Just like with television, you're slaves to the advertisers. And I understand advertising pays the bills and you got to have them. But you become such slaves to it, you push people to an alternative.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is what I want to say. This whole Jack format, it's popping up. It has other names. Actually, there's a station in Philly called Ben.
No way.
I swear, because there's Ben.
No.
Is there Bob or something, too?
Bob, Dave.
Dave.
Why do they just pull names out of their ass?
No, because that's how creative commercial radio is at this point. Let's just call it after a very popular name.
Like, I know, Ethel or...
Fred.
Yeah, Fred.
Yeah, I guess XM's guilty of that, too, a little bit.
Mrs. Trumbull.
Someone in XM programming thought it'd be very clever to have an Ethel station and a Lucy station.
And a Fred.
Fred.
What about Ricky?
Well,
why not just get all of them?
Oh,
Ricky. You're listening to Ricky.
Here's Love Shack.
Oh. Yeah, well, I also went to the New York radio message board when I heard about CBS flipping.
Yeah, this is what we're getting at. Anthony and I actually have a connection to the Jack format.
Jack.
And we might have seen the Jack playbook back in the day if he was willing to open it up for us in that office that day.
The tool.
Go ahead, sorry, Anthony.
Gary Wall. Well, first of all, I go over to the New York radio message board that radio dentist Alan Sniffen runs. And there's a bunch of posts about CBS, the demise of CBS, and they're all upset about it. They are all upset about it, and they were treating it, I swear to you, some of these posts were like the same posts about 9/11, but instead of like World Trade Center, put in CBS FM. People were that busted up about this. One woman actually posted, "This is truly going to be one of those days where you say, I remember where I was when I heard CBS was off the air."
And hopefully she was discovering she had cancer. Idiot.
I read that and just out loud went, ugh. I couldn't believe someone actually put a radio station changing a format in the same thing as Kennedy being shot, the Challenger exploding, jets flying into the Trade Center. I remember where I was when I heard. No, you don't. You won't remember. You're stupid.
Well, these people, they grew up with the station. That's the problem. But, with these listeners, they don't understand that the people that run these stations, they don't take it as serious as you. They don't care.
They don't care.
As soon as the ratings drop or something, they're not trying to, really fix this station. They're like, all right, what else is hot out there? All right, the Jack format? All right, change format immediately. Fire everyone. Fire everyone.
Obviously, it's all about selling and making money. They want to make money. Radio stations, a business, has to make money.
Sure.
With the oldies format, your listeners are old people. Old people, they're not known for really going out and buying these high-end items. They're not known for buying things that are advertised a lot, that a lot of advertisers pay money to radio stations to advertise. It just doesn't work. So you try to get people to listen to a station that are younger and have that buying power.
And I liked CBS. I actually liked some of the music they played. I mean, Cousin Brucey's echo really annoyed me. I guess was that his thing?
It's all the oldies things. Was that reverb sound that they used to use way back when, and they just continued using it. Yeah, it's so. Ugh.
And dude, I listened to someone like I was listening to, it might have been 103.5 or something, or it was U100 where she hit the post. And I'm listening to now. The more you're in radio, because you guys were in a lot longer than me, and I kind of come in and you start noticing shit.
Yeah.
And that talk they do, that phony, hey, it's my birthday, can you play this? Like they called for requests. I mean, the only thing I ever requested on the radio, this is true, was the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald years ago on a New Jersey station, 98.3, and they never played it.
You really did?
Absolutely
request
true.
that song?
Completely true. And, of course, they didn't play it. I listened all night. I didn't know that they're just faggots who are married to a playlist.
They just say, we'll get it on for you.
Well, I mean, requesting a song on the radio is the biggest gag in the business. All the radio guys laugh about it because even if you're a station that plays not a lot of commercials, you're still playing only 10 songs an hour to maybe 12, okay?
Yep.
12 songs an hour. You know how many phone calls a DJ gets in 1 hour for requests?
At a music station?
Hundreds.
The phone is constantly ringing
10 lines
with song
ringing
requests.
the entire time you're on the air. So do the math. Let's say, safely, there's 100 calls an hour, all right? And you can only play 10 an hour. Do the math. When are they going to get to your
And
song?
if you played every request, there's still 90 people that aren't hearing their request per hour.
My job when I was in music is like you got your stupid playlist, and let's say you're playing, I don't know, Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven. You wait for that dope from, I don't know, North Babylon to request Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven, and you tape it. And then you play that right before Stairway to Heaven. Conveniently, the intro's playing as he's requesting the song.
You'd have the whole hours.
We're all Kreskins.
Yeah. You'd have the whole playlist for your entire show right in front of you.
Yeah, so
you look at for some songs, you look through it, and then you realize when a request comes through that sounds like a cool guy that you would want on the air, requesting that song. You tape it, and then you play it. That's why sometimes it's like, you hear the intro to the song start up, and then you hear the phone call. Let's go to the phones. Hey, could you play Led Zeppelin? Yeah, we're playing right now.
How about this? This is why these bores never became famous. How about playing one request on the air where you're playing something else and you go, no, I'm not playing that song. It sucks and so do you. Click and you play something else.
Right.
How about some kind of balls or originality to make it interesting?
There's nothing like that.
They hit the post. They talk through the beginning, and I hate that.
I used to wonder, because when you don't know, you would wonder, how did he get the song on so fast?
Yeah, exactly.
Like someone requests a song, and you're like, wow, he's got it right there. Is there a button or something that they can just press with these songs?
See, we're already talking to the converted, people that are fed up with commercial radio. It's too bad. I would love to, talk to commercial radio fans a little bit more. Because these guys would get fired if they didn't play their list of songs.
Yep.
That's the reality of it. You can't just go, wow, this guy wants to hear, Sunday Bloody Sabbath, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath.
No, Opie. Oh.
I know, Sabbath. I was thinking of you, too. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. He would get fired if he played that on the air.
You know how I've gotten a request on the air? I called Eddie Trunk when he was doing it. A, because, he was on O&A, so they took the call. But B, because he plays stuff that's no playlist.
Yeah.
And if you like hard rock, that Eddie Trunk is the show to listen to because he always plays that shit, whatever you want. I think the Boneyard would probably do that. Any of these stations that aren't slaves to a playlist.
Ben has run in with a communique.
Urgent communique.
From Elo. I guess he's back from vacation. We haven't heard from him in like 10 days or something. From Eric Logan to Ben Sparks. Subject, Oldies Alive on XM. Oldies Alive on XM. Tune into the 60s channel.
Right. Well, they have 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, they're basically doing this
40s,
this format that is, being taken away from all these cities on XM. Yeah, it's the 60s channel, the 50s channel.
Yeah, but ELO, CBS also played stuff from the 70s and the 80s.
They were sneaking into the early 80s.
Yeah,
right?
they were like doing that whole thing. So you can't just replace CBS with just the 60s music. Oh.
101.1 WCBS FM.
Hey, I got my cock out. They would always come back with things that made absolutely no sense. Like, I guess in the old days they used to be able to talk it up, but now they got so old, like Cousin Brucey and everything. I wouldn't understand what they were saying. I'd be driving, listening, going, what is he talking about?
Right. Well, and it sounded like he was doing a show from a gymnasium with the echo. And
the big booming echo.
That stunk. That echo. It was not.
Really?
It made it unlistenable.
Yeah. That's what they do with the oldies format.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Cousin Brucey.
And as we said in the 60s, yee. Testing.
Can't you hear that groove?
Everybody who loves the 60s, say baby.
Shut up!
Don't you wanna tap your feet now, baby? Come on, let's go.
With Cousin Brucey.
I apologize. I thought that was a song he was talking through. It was
over?
his own jingle.
His own stupid jingle.
I take that back.
We want to have jingles on our show. That might be the next thing we could give to the listeners to do.
Jingles?
Come up with jingles for the Opie and Anthony show. Because we're trying to get some of these professional jingle companies to do some goofy jingles for us, and so far we're having no luck because they take their jobs very seriously.
Of course
Jingles
they
are
do.
awful, by the way. They're terrible on commercial radio.
What?
How could you think that's good radio? It's 101.1.
It sounds all happy and festive.
It's awful.
You think the listeners have what it takes to maybe come up with some jingles?
No. Not at all.
No?
No, you want some Peterson songs? Yes, they do. Hey, can we have a rape parody?
Sure can. No, I don't mean jingles where we would sit around and be all proud and like, wow. I mean,
You mean like I miss in the morning?
Yeah, well,
one of those,
just go with the jingles that you've heard on commercial radio forever, and then rework them to fit the Opie and Anthony show in our twisted way.
It's very hard to come up with to make it sound like a real jingle. You need that high energy music, and then the vocals with the harmonies. The voice has to sound very specific. You need that jingle sounding voice. They're hard to do.
And it's hard to rhyme with Opie and Anthony, so just so the listeners know, you could also rhyme with Norton and Friends.
Right.
Just saying, because ends, bends, trends.
You know what? We'll just throw it out there and see what happens.
Pretends.
Maybe it'll be one of those bits that takes on a life of its own, or maybe it'll just be thrown into the stink pile.
It'll be nothing.
Why is it with Steve's pants? Like, he's got the pants that kind of like, they all kind of bunch up in his ass crack. And I don't know why I noticed it. I just can't help
because
it.
we're all sweating to death.
It is really
I am
hot
talking
here.
as fast as I can because I think if I stop talking, I'm going to pass out.
Pass out. You are really
You're not sweating at all?
You know what it is? Your headphone cord is hitting your shirt right there where it's...
Yep.
And it's soaking.
How are you not sweating? You have two shirts. You look like Adrian Cronauer.
You really do.
Adrian Cronauer.
He's in Vietnam, but he's on vacation.
What? Anthony has got the regular T-shirt, a darker T-shirt, and what is that? Like it's a short sleeve.
Kind of like one of those
down.
Bahama.
It's a nice shirt, actually.
What are those shirts called?
It's
no. There's a name, Bahama Jim or.
It's like a Bahama kind of thing.
You're a fancy man.
That's me. I'm fancy. No, you know what it is? The T-shirt under it is to soak up the sweat. So
oh, you sweating?
My arm.
Are you sweating?
I think I am.
Hold on one second.
CBS FM. A couple of minutes past 11 o'clock in the city with the greatest hits of all time. This is Ron Lundy.
Hello, it's me.
This is Ron Lundy, and...
That's not good radio, by the way. When you talk up until if you shut your mouth and hit the beginning of the song, I can't tell you, that is a knife in my stomach when they do that.
It's not the oldies way. You must talk until they start singing.
When Opie said hit the post, like you're the first one I ever heard that expression from, and I realized there was a saying for it. And they teach people. I wanted to bite people for it.
Bite their face.
Like you time it out and stop talking now. Lyrics.
And they're very proud of being able to hit the post like that.
They should be ashamed and embarrassed to do it.
CBS.
Let's go to Dean in New Jersey. Dean, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? I don't know if you can, but it would be great if you guys could replay that old bit where Ant tooled on that DJ from CBS who ranked on you guys. He tooled on him for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that bit. We might have that around.
That was great. Hey,
yeah.
Back to you, Swamplet.
I don't get the swamp thing. Less stress in my life. I'm not swamping these days.
Is that what it is? Less stress?
You know that. I have so much less stress.
No, I don't mean you have less stress. I mean, is it...
those are brought on by...
stress?
Yeah, they're mostly brought on by stress.
Really? Stress really wrecks your body, man.
It really does.
Possible.
You know what? We could probably find that old CBS bit. It's a great story. I don't know. We were always getting in trouble, and the gang at CBS, they took some shots at Anthony and I, basically saying, I think they said something like monkeys could do our jobs or something.
I've cloned some monkeys. Bob Shannon said it. They had to clone some monkeys so you guys could take vacation.
Enough. Eric, shut up.
Jesus Christ, it's an endless babble fest
We
with
heard.
you.
Opie said it already.
Monkeys. Why don't you
They just reiterate everything he says.
Yeah, why don't you just comment on a Vietnam guy that Anthony might look like now while you're at it? Who's he look like? Adrian Hill from Rocky?
No. Pipe up when you have something.
Yeah, but the guys basically said they could clone us so we could go on vacation or something like that, and they took their little shot. It was like a 5-second shot they took, and then we ended up killing them for like an hour and a half on our show that day. Danny, what's up?
They said the same thing after the tsunami
What's
song.
up, man?
Hey.
Yes, sir. You're on the air. Sir.
I'm on the air.
Yes.
Not anymore. Come on, guys.
What was that?
Is that a bit he was doing? Was he? I'm shocked to be on the air, guy.
I'm on the air.
Be prepared to do what you want to do when we go to you. Help us out a little bit here. All right, we could play that CBS bit. No problem, actually.
Yeah, you got it?
It's a big day for Oldies Radio, and yeah, we had some fun tooling on that whole format. Coming up with all the dumb names and stuff.
Right, because they
Remember?
never have their real names. They have to have radio names. We went through this. They wanted me to change my name when we got to WAAF. Because they didn't think Opie and Anthony was something that sounded good or rolled off the tongue.
Oh
which
my
it
God.
doesn't, because it's like Opie and Anthony and
Opie
me.
and Anthony, and it sounds like Opie and this.
Opie and Anthony. People can't say it. But when we got to AAF, Dave Dickless, our program director, in his infinite wisdom, thought it would be better. And I think even Brucey Mittman it was. Yeah,
Right.
Brucey Mittman said that it would be better if I had like a weird name instead of just Anthony.
I forgot all about
It's
this.
Opie, and maybe something that even rhymed with Opie, or something like, yeah. Or it's something like, any kind of weird name.
And by the way, because people, this comes up from time to time, I'm embarrassed by my name. I got it when I was 12. It's not a radio name. But now, unfortunately, I was starting to think about just going back to my real name, Greg Hughes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden Ant and I hit. So now I'm stuck being Opie for
Now
the
you're
rest of my
stuck,
life.
'cause it can't be, well, at least as long as we're doing a show. You
Right.
can probably change after that.
But it's not a
this
wacky
is Greg
show.
Hughes with your current events. Dateline.
Yeah.
Then you can switch.
You don't have a wacky show. If you had an Opie in a show and it was like Madcap and Zany, but you throw poker chips at fat girls, you're basically a vicious prick. So Opie is okay. It's not a cute. It's not a cute hand-holding
I
thing.
think the name softens my viciousness.
No,
No, it doesn't. No one thinks of that when you're humiliating them. Well, at least he has a cute name. Who's the fat pig outside the studio? Aw.
But his name is Opie.
Yeah, so that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted something like Opie and Pork Chop, or not even a real name, like something Opie and the Seagull. Opie,
I wish you were the seagull.
Oh,
How great would
please.
that be?
I wish we could remember the name.
Opie and the seagull.
Opie and the Seagull.
Opie and the snowman.
Yeah, something just. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was on those lines where it wasn't a name like, Opie and Mike. Change your name to Mike.
Right.
It was Opie and then a something.
Well, I'm
And
sure
we
the
just
listeners.
went, no.
I'm sure the listeners will be filling in the blank all morning now.
Sure they will, and I'm sure the Photoshops will kick in and.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah.
Opie and Howard Hughes. Opie and
good.
Bubble Boy.
Yeah, they wanted like a weird name to be. You know why? They absolutely had no clue what my role was to be on the show. They couldn't fathom that I hadn't gone to school for radio. I never did radio, so I was going to sit and do radio with you. They thought it was going to be Opie's show and me as like the street stunt boy kind
That's
of
what
thing.
always frustrates me about this show is like people don't understand what all our roles are. Okay,
Yeah.
There was a point when Anthony and I went to WAF within a week, maybe 2 weeks tops. This story's been told many times because I was the quote radio guy. I went to college, did college radio, and by the time I met Anthony, I was easily doing 10 years of radio, maybe more. And the program director actually corners me
Dave Dickless.
in the little luncheon area while I'm getting coffee for our afternoon drive show. And he was trying this divide and conquer with Anthony and I and basically trying to have this smooth conversation with me going, So why Anthony? Like, he didn't get it. He didn't get it because, Anthony didn't have this resume with a ton of radio stations under his name. Because that's how you hire somebody in this business if you're a tool
It's
and
the only
have
way.
no fucking, creativity whatsoever.
No creativity.
What the hell is that?
No originality. Well, the doors are open, so now we're
Oh, we're
hearing
hearing
one of those.
everything?
One of those.
So-
You left the phone off the hook signals.
So basically, Dave was trying to see if I was open to the idea. This is what I think of replacing Anthony, or maybe even just getting rid of him and just having me, spin tunes.
No, I think his idea was, since he didn't hire us, it was get rid of me and do one of those wacky things he did with Rocco, where, hey, win a chance to be Opie's sidekick.
That would
If
never
your
happen.
ticket number blah 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 sitting at Fenway, you will win. And meanwhile, they have a guy lined up already. It's one of his guys.
Honestly, he didn't get personality radio, so what I think was
No.
in his mind, I think he wanted me, you know, because it was all about the music. He wanted me to go on and, you know, maybe take a few wacky phone calls and just play, mostly music.
I can't stand that bastard. Oh, God, I cannot stand him.
Isn't he wasting away in the Midwest somewhere?
No, I think he's back in Massachusetts. What is he?
I don't
He's
remember.
doing
I thought
some friggin' ticker station.
I think he was
stock ticker.
I think they
station.
hired him for a business station, and then I don't know, whatever. Good luck to you.
Radio's a rough gig, man. It seems like I kind of stepped in shit here. Every radio guy in the country should want to spit in my face because of what I walked into, which was a hit show.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of traipsed into a hit show.
Yeah, well,
most guys don't get that lucky. I skipped in and everything was in place.
Opie and the Wrangler. Opie and the Wranglers coming in.
Oh, that's good. Opie and Dopey. Opie and the N-Hater. Flea Bite and Tin Bender Show.
Opie and Fred?
Opie and the HVAC guy.
All right,
how about Opie and the Tin Knocker?
There you go.
Ooh.
Hey, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Knowing good old Brucey Mittman, that would have been one.
That would have been one.
Opie and the Tin Knocker.
I like Opie and the Tin Knocker. It'll appeal to the blue collar.
Boys, yeah, Anthony's just a regular guy. The Tin Knocker. Let's make believe that he's only doing radio in his part-time. His full-time job is installing AC units.
Yeah, and I could
boys.
talk when I come on the air because we were doing afternoons. I could talk about how I already put in a whole morning's work.
Maybe you don't even have time to actually leave your job, so just before we play that Alice in Chains song, you hear Anthony hammering in the background.
I'm hammering away on some sheet metal.
Do AC guys hammer? I don't even know.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
hammer on sheet metal sometimes to
Hammer
make it fit.
On metal.
Sometimes
and stuff.
those shop guys don't measure right, Opie. You gotta get the old duct stretcher out. Bend that thing up a little bit.
Wait a minute, you're an air conditioning guy. How about a little help today? You could probably fix this.
Yeah,
what the fuck, Anthony?
Call the guy.
That'd be like us having prostitute problems and me just sitting here doing nothing.
Exactly. Wait a minute, you bring up a good point.
There's a guy for that. Call him, because it ain't me.
I know that.
I threw my tools on the Mass Pike when I first drove up to Massachusetts.
Maybe somebody could get Anthony a wooden hanger for his shirt and he can check things out.
Wooden hanger.
One that doesn't stretch out the
That's
fancy
right.
material.
The shoulders don't get pointy.
You know what you gotta tell? I mean, we're going really long here, so maybe a little later today. You gotta tell a story about how you just abandoned your car and said,
Well, when it blew up.
Yeah, and then you never went and got it.
I didn't get it. Why? I was done. This is the first new car I bought after that. After that one blew up, it was the first new car.
Didn't you scrape off some serial numbers, take the license plates, and just...
I didn't even scrape off, because they don't care. I took the Reggie, I scraped the Reggie off the window, took the plates.
Quick story, you were coming back from Boston?
Coming back from Boston, I was
broke down.
right around Mamaroneck, New York, and I start noticing a ticking sound in the engine of my Dodge Aries K car, my 1985 Dodge Aries K.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was sporting back then. And I noticed it ticking, but it had always ticked, you know. And so I turned the radio a little louder, and I'm hearing the ticking just a little louder, and I'm like, right when I said, I don't remember it ticking this loudly. I swear to God, it was like the command module of Apollo 13. Every light on the dash went bang, like alarms went off. Every single light. You know when you start your car, every light tests, they were all on. Everything. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good. And the engine just made this explosion sound, and it was over. It was done. The car just poof, died. So I got onto the off-ramp in Mamaroneck. Almost made it off the ramp, which would have helped me out because then I could have called a certain tow truck to pick me up. But since it was on the ramp of the thruway, you have to call special Parkway, New York State tow truck things. Like, there's this whole rule. If the car would have rolled another 50 feet, I probably would have, kept it for a while more. But I didn't know who to call or anything, so I just said, you know something? I need a new car.
Yeah.
Took the plates off of it, scraped the Reggie off. And if you're trapped somewhere and you can't afford a rental car because they're too expensive, get a for $19.95. I was able to get a U-Haul. You rent a U-Haul and you don't even have to bring it back. You just leave it wherever the hell
that's a great
the next
idea.
U-Haul thing is. And I bought a car. But yeah, that was what I was driving back and forth from New York to Boston for quite a while. That piece of shit. That's why I enjoy having a few things these days.
I understand, Anthony. I know where you came from.
I
saw the car on blocks in your front yard. that would eventually be that car that would break
It was
down
on blocks.
about a
and
year later.
Opie
or so.
comes over and goes, "How are you getting? What are you going to do driving around in Boston?" And I pointed. I go, "The Dodge." He goes, "But it's on blocks."
Yeah.
I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
I got a couple of tires.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm distracted.
That was a
because
mess.
I'm watching
Cedric the Entertainer just pulled up in an old-fashioned bus to do his interview on the.
It's weird to see Mike Epps.
David Jr., even Elvis.
Elvis was in there, and Sammy, all in one.
No, not all at the
Ralph
same
Brandon
time.
and the new Black Honeymooners, and I'm calling it the Black Honeymooners.
It was a small thing with Peggy Lipton once.
You know what? I can't even.
It's weird to see Epps because Epps is actually a really, really funny, like, completely like black room comic. He's not some sellout cutesy comic at all. He's a funny bastard, and he's doing all these like Fridays movies, and it's just weird to see him on the Today Show because he's a pretty hardcore.
The Black Honeymooners. It's going to have nothing to do with the original. Why not just call the movie something else?
Call it something else.
How about the common law marriages?
Jesus, call it the Black Bus Driver. Call it
the Black Bus Driver.
Call it Black Guy Gets to Sit Up Front. I don't know. Just don't call it
the.
Just don't call it the Honeymooners.
Why does Al Roker have to introduce the stunt bus driver?
Jesus.
That's who he is. He's the stunt bus driver for the Honeymooners.
Bus driver.
He looks like Cedric. I mean, or similar to
Kinda
Cedric.
does, definitely.
He was the stunt bus driver for the Honeymooners.
Whatever. All right, so let's get back to the CBS thing. That's where we were, and that's where we're going to end because they did find the old CBS bit, and we could have fun playing that and take a little long break and get some food. And the AC kicked in, so give the room.
Did it kick in?
Yeah, and I swear to God, I need a shower or something.
See, I fixed it.
Eric, what was wrong with it?
So, I think this will work out fine because this CBS bit is classic. It really is. It'll give us a chance to regroup and let the AC kick in. But basically, so CBS went away, the oldie station here in New York, and Cousin Brucey, he's a legend pretty much in his own mind, actually. It's like waking up in the morning and all of a sudden Yankee Stadium became a fruit stand and George Washington Bridge is a raft. You can't do that, said the 67-year-old Morrow, who introduced the Beatles at Shea Stadium in 1965. The Brooklyn-born Radio Hall of Famer said, couple slide rules and the pocketbook were all that were considered when his bosses pulled the switcheroo with little notice to him or the legion of listeners who dig oldies music.
I got a certain amount of understanding for what he's saying and almost a certain amount of respect for it because this is a guy who I'm not a fan of, but I mean, he did introduce the Beatles at Shea Stadium. Like, this is like a real guy, and these scumbags just want to make a few extra dollars. I know it's wrong, but I kind of feel for him.
But everyone who does radio understands the game.
That's how it works.
This guy actually thinks the bosses cared about him. They don't.
No.
And they should have said, like, we're changing formats in a week. Right. Here's a big, haunting, stunning tribute to CBS FM.
Right. They don't care.
The jocks and everything. No.
They just want to move on. They want to hose down the place and start making more money than they could with the old format. That's the reality of it. As far as XM goes, we're hot right now. We're really hot, okay? But as soon as we start sucking or whatever, XM will show us the door in a second with no tribute or gold watch or anything. We're out the door. That's how it works.
Gold watch?
Nothing. These radio guys, I think they're really important. None of us are. We're all replaceable.
You think
when we got fired, we were on top of the world. I mean, I know people are sick of hearing this, but we were syndicated close to 20 cities, and in most of them, we were huge, absolutely huge. There was an uproar for maybe a week, and then people went, that's too bad. I'll go find something else to listen to.
Right.
You know? I know a lot of the radio stations we were on lost a shitload of money, but it didn't destroy them. It didn't destroy them at all. It makes us chuckle when we see the numbers of how many millions they lost, but the reality is they were able to stay in business. They didn't have to. Well, some of them had to change formats and things like that. But the company wasn't destroyed. Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Brooklyn-born Radio Hall of Famer said a couple slide rules and the pocketbook were all that were considered.
Pocketbook.
Well, yeah, that's what happens.
That's what radio stations are there for, you dummies.
This is where he's delusional. When they did this, they created havoc.
No one cares.
Havoc.
The ratings were in the toilet. That's why they did it. If the ratings were good, they would have never had to go to the jack format. By the way, I think it is a good move for Infinity. I really do. I think they'll get some numbers.
They'll get some numbers there.
And then finally he says, I'm running away just for a couple of days, just to clear my head. I'll have an announcement.
Clear your head of that wig?
I'll have an announcement very soon.
Do you have a rat on his head?
I don't know what he looks like.
Oh my God.
Let me see Hawk.
Here it is.
Hawk is good.
He's a 70-year-old guy with the worst toupee. He says he's 67, but you got to add at least 5 onto that, I think. At least.
Jesus.
He's been wearing that.
He was fat.
We actually met him, and he was cool to Ant and I.
We met him at that Beatles thing.
Yeah, we met him. He was all right. And then he talks in the third person in this article, Anthony. He says, Cousin Brucey cannot sit down. I'm always dancing. I'm always moving. I am the music. Ooh, awful. So without further ado, I guess this will be our tribute to CBS FM.
Goodbye.
It's a classic O&A bit. We'll go to this and we'll continue. Well, you're going to hear more great radio, basically. So.
And I can't
This
wait.
isn't a commercial. This is more of show content.
I can't wait to hear the people bitch that have heard this before.
Tough.
I can't wait to because
Shit.
they're so self-centered. They only think that they're the only ones listening instead of the 4 million people that are subscribed to XM. Any one of them that have never heard this before. Deal with it, ass. Go to Fred. Go to Ethel. Go to Lucy.
Oh wow, this is a good. God, the phone calls keep coming in, Ben. Ben's panicking. He wants us to break. Lenny, what's up?
She looks good.
Hey, I want to know if Cousin Brucey found his wife dead on the floor while vacuuming. Watch it out, guys.
It's our favorite thing whenever an old guy gets fired.
The askew shoe.
That was the greatest part of it. Was the shoe
Of course it
a
was
little
the
off?
shoe a little off. You couldn't
Cousin
fix it.
Brucey is talking to that young go-getter jock as he's cleaning out his office.
Yeah.
Don't go off on another tangent. We got to take a break.
Can I just say that Peggy Lipton from the Mod Squad is on TV, and she's writing a book, and she looks 5 years older than she did in 1978.
Yeah, what's up with Peggy Lipton
She
looking
looks
good?
amazing.
She's unbelievable.
Wow, does she look? It looks like she looks like the picture behind her.
Remember that?
How great was Clarence Williams III?
Oh my God, he was scary.
Do you ever see, before we go, do you ever see 52 Pickup with Roy Scheider and Ann Margaret?
Oh, many years ago.
It's a great movie where they're blackmailing Roy Scheider because they kill this girl he's banging, this young girl he's having an affair with on screen, and they film it and they plant the gun in his house. And Clarence Williams is one of the guys who's blackmailing him, and he tries to smother Vanity with a pillow. He's just the greatest.
He's Link?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Link from the Mod Squad.
All right, Aunt. Why don't we...
I love you.
I was going to do a whole about Schmidt with Cousin Brucey, but as he packs up his office and...
Cousins?
All right. Let's do the CBS thing, talking about the Echo and the wacky names and talking right up to the post of the songs.
Right.
This is an O&A classic. Check it out.
Matt, what's going on?
Listen, you guys better rip up Bob Shannon up on 101.
Why?
Because he was just ripping you guys up, and he said that they were in the newspaper that they just cloned them two monkeys.
Uh-huh.
He says now they have somebody to take your guys' place. You guys should take a break.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Everybody talking about the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, we don't mind.
We don't care. Keep talking.
All right, guys, later.
Thank you.
CBS?
CBS taking jabs at us?
Yep.
That's the elephant graveyard.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where
what I don't know.
that's where the old jocks go to die. Hello, love.
How could they even do that? Isn't that just the music station? Don't they have, like, strict rules?
Who knows?
You know, you're supposed to just seg the songs, shut up, maybe talk about how cold it is out, and go to the next
around the corner.
Sherelle song or
You have to
something.
go around the corner.
Hey, Donald, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
I was just listening to CBS. My uncle had it on. He said that they cloned twin monkeys.
Yeah.
And he said Opie and Anthony can take a vacation now. Unreal.
Keep talking about us.
That's pretty funny, though.
I can't believe it. You guys are great, man.
Thank you.
You got to give him something, because that's a pretty funny line, though.
It's a funny line, but
You gotta give him
if
that
you're
one.
going to try to, get to us, you got to come up with something a little bit more than that. CBS FM! Hello!
Look, they cloned a couple of monkeys.
Hey,
Looks like Opie and Anthony could be taking a vacation.
Here, get some CBS music. We'll do it how
Yeah.
they did it. Probably in between
Talk it
records
up.
because they only get 15 seconds to do their shtick, Anthony, you know?
Yeah, let's see if we can talk it up like they do over there. I wish we had the echo. We need the massive echo chamber.
Oh, where it sounds like you're playing basketball in the gym and doing a radio show at the same time?
Yeah, you're on a basketball court, it sounds like.
All right. Wow.
Hello, love! We don't have that, though. I don't know why they do that.
God, we must be pissing off just everybody in this business. All right, Ant, you want to be the CBS FM DJ?
What song is it?
Dissing Us, Joy to the World?
Oh, yeah?
Guess you have to do it right up to the post, Anthony.
Okay, I'll try.
Hey, CBS FM, it's Harry Balls here.
Oh, this is a short intro.
Yeah,
I need a long intro.
We
dude.
need a much longer intro
I
than
can't
that,
say
Rick.
who I am, the station, and rag us.
Yeah, we got to... How about a little...
Hey, Harry Balls here, CBS FM. You know,
I'm reading they cloned a couple of monkeys, and the music's coming in now. We don't have enough time.
We got one?
Gotta have a long intro.
No, not really. We needed like 15 seconds.
Hey, everybody! Harry Snatch with you, CBS FM. I'm reading in the paper today that they cloned a couple of monkeys. Looks like Opie and Anthony going to be able to take a vacation. The Hollies, long, cool woman in a black dress. This one taking you right back to September 1972.
Yeah, that's not bad, man.
Well, you know,
bravo.
Didn't have any more to babble.
All right, well, you want to do like a little weather break? Do a quick weather break. You don't have much time here. Ready?
Hey, Harry Snatch with ya. Going to be a little cold today. Make sure you put on your sweater. CBS FM.
Hey, girl, what you doing down?
Ho-ho! You're going to be freezing. Your testicles are going to be sticking to your ass crack. I've lost my friggin' mind working here at CBS FM. Ho-ho! How you doing, people? Remember, it's really cold outside, so put on a sweater or you'll end up brain damage like Opie and Anthony. Look, I'm talking over the music. I'm going to get fired. Miss Tambourine Man. Miss Tambourine Man. I like the Shatner version better. CBS FM.
All right, you're getting better as we go along here.
The hell is this? Ho ho! Gypsies, sluts, and whores on CBS. That's all they get to say, though. Like, that's pretty much the gig over there. You got to do everything you've ever wanted to say in your life in like 3 seconds. You don't even get a chance there.
Oh, that one you don't. Here, try this one.
Hey, everybody. Harry Sack with you on CBS FM. You know, they cloned a couple of monkeys, and I can't talk about it because the music started. I wish I was over at Eddie W.
See, they don't give a crap. He had to pick the perfect song to do it.
Yeah.
I think this one would do it for you. Here you go. Hold on, man.
Hey, everybody. Harry Snatch with you. Coming up next, 9-year-old boys with no teeth. Next on CBS FM.
Oh. Yeah, you hit the post there, my brother.
That was the one.
Very impressed with that one. All right, wait, let's try this one. Remember the Cher song?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Hey, everybody, CBS FM. I like doing oral on my dog. It's the Cherokee people, CBS. CBS FM, incense and peppermints, strawberry alarm clock. I got my finger in my ass. CBS. Oh, these boots are made for walking or sticking in my butt crack. Nancy Sinatra, CBS FM.
You keep saying you got something for me.
Never close your eyes
What a tool. Keep talking about us. We can care less.
That is a talent, though. You got to give him that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ho-ho, everybody! Harry Snatch with ya. Wooly bully, that's how I like my girls, with a big hairy gash. CBS FM. Hey, everybody, Dick oozing in ya. We're going to be happy together with the Turtles. Uh-oh, I screwed up again.
I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the
Hey, Dick Gazinia here on CBS FM with the Monkeys.
Wow, that was an easy one.
And for someone else, but not for me.
Hey,
Hey, cream in your snacks here. On CBS FM, I like hairless 10-year-olds. On CBS FM.
Freaking tool, man.
Oh, it's windy outside, isn't it? And pretty cold. Make sure you wear your sweater. I like catching hummers. I'm catching one right now under the console from Windy CBS. I can get a job over there, right?
I think you can, man.
As long as you can goof on stupid stuff. You just got to say inane crap in between all the crappy music.
Hey, everybody. Hairy Crotch with you. And,
oh, I was just looking at the name of the song.
well, it's a tricky job. I keep stepping on the words because I'm diddling myself. CBS.
That's some gig they got over there, though. But if all you had to do is, like, during the music, plan out what you're going to say over the... and listen to the beginning of the song 20 times.
Hey, the Osmond Brothers. You know, I like to anally rape the youngest one. CBS.
Holy smoke. Wow. I'm dying over here.
Oh, my God.
That's a good one.
Too funny.
Hey, everyone, Dick inside you here at CBS FM. Remember the NAMBLA convention this weekend. If you like the hairless little nutsacks, CBS.
I don't even care if people aren't finding this funny, man. We can do this for another 5 hours.
Hey, everyone, saggy balls with you. You know, ever since I passed 60, my sack is like melted Turkish taffy. I gotta tell you, Agent Gravity, it's a bitch. CBS FM.
You hit the post there pretty good.
I try. I stepped on a little bit.
Hey, everyone, it's your good pal, Phil McCracken. Over here, CBS FM. It's the association. This one taking you way back. Reminds me of the first time I had a man's unit in my face. CBS.
He went away, and you hung around.
Hey, shut up, bitch. I gotta talk over you.
And I didn't go out with you. You said things that weren't
God
very
damn.
nice. My boyfriend's back, and you're gonna be in trouble.
My boyfriend's black. Oh, brother.
Yeah, it's the Jackson 5. CBS FM. That's when he was a black man, as opposed to when he is now a white woman.
You got the echo?
I just hear static.
Hello, hello, hello? Nah, it doesn't work that good.
Damn, I wish we had that. Oh, there it is.
All right, here we go.
Hey, whoa! Wait a minute.
Very good. No, make it nice and loud for Andy.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, everyone. Claude Boss here. CBS FM. I'm here in the gymnasium. And I'm hoping to find a few underage girls to bang. CBS. I can't even hear the music going this echo. Yeah, you might remember this one. Take you right back 1976. Elton John, Kiki D, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. And I remember her yelling, Don't Go Breaking My Hymen. CBS.
Hey, Anthony, pass me the ball. I want to take a couple shots as we're in this gymnasium doing the radio show.
All right, let's play a game of horse.
Okay.
What a joke. It's CBS. God damn.
Hello, love.
Hello, love. Ron Lundy. Hello, love. I am BB.
Harry Harrison. All right, ready for another one?
Where's my echo, goddammit?
Where's the echo for the man?
Yeah, this will take you back 1972. Three Dog Night, black and white. Ho-ho, that's how I like them. Black. Yeah. I don't have anything funny to say to that, Opie.
That's all right.
I need a good song about, like, effing.
Here, do that one. Track 1, man. That's a hit. That's a CBS FM hit right there.
What, track 1 over there?
On this one. All right, turn up Ant's echo again. Here we go.
Where's my echo? Hey, is this a live cut? Yeah. All right, everyone. Elton John on CBS Benny and the Jets. You know, on this Martin Luther King birthday, I'd like to say, I think the Klan has some good ideas. CBS FM.
Okay, hold on. This one's good. All right. Hold on. Okay.
Hey, everyone, Little Ava. It's the Locomotion. This one coming out August 1962. I'm Buster Hyman. CBS.
Andy, what's up?
You guys are killing me. I'm on 17, and me and a guy next to me who was obviously listening because he was laughing his ass off, too, almost hit each other on the highway.
All right.
Thank you, Ed.
Take it easy.
All right, bye. Here we go.
Hey, everyone, it's Hey, Would You Blow Me here on CBS FM. This one, Billy Preston, going back to 1974. Nothing from nothing. You know, I think Adolf Hitler was a good guy. CBS.
Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. You gotta have something if you wanna be me.
Well, he's got to get his ideas in quick. Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
What's up?
Do you guys think this actually is hysterical, huh?
Yes, we do.
You think this is really funny?
Yes.
Our caller, Frank, you're on the air.
This is real. I've been listening
It's
to you
me,
guys.
Justin Sider.
I don't think it's funny that, you know, CBS FM is a station that's responsible for bringing rock and roll to this city.
Ho-ho, Frank. Looks like Hitler missed a few. CBS.
It's not funny, man. It's just not funny.
It's not funny. You're saying it's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not right, man. It's just not right.
Is my echo coming through? Because that's all that matters.
Your echo's coming through. You need a little bit more if you really want to know the truth.
All right, Frank.
You know, what's the beef with that other station? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Why
He doesn't understand it.
Why are you mocking on CBS FM?
And dedicated to him will play Just a Little Understanding. Taking you right back to 1962, Frank. We understand you. We're listening here at CBS FM.
What is the purpose of the echo at CBS FM?
CBS. It's to help enhance my voice so you can't tell I'm 101, just like our frequency. 101, CBS FM.
God damn.
Ron Lundy, CBS FM. How you doing, people? This one gonna bring back some memories of those black exploitation films.
What is this, the theme to SWAT? Oh, I thought it was Shaft.
talk through the whole thing because there's no words in this song. So I can talk it up right to the end. Hey, let's go touch some children. CBS. I bet Frank didn't like that one. Frank that just called in didn't like it because he's a child toucher. CBS. Hey, Jizz Stain with you here on CBS FM. Reminding everyone, do a public service announcement, get those herpes vaccinations. Because you don't know who I'm going to be bagging. Oh, CBS! Hey, Frank Dildo here. This one's going to be taking you all the way back to 1974. It's David Essex, Rock On. And boy, I got a rock hard one here in my pants. Just thinking of passing by the junior high school earlier. CBS FM. Wow, yeah, here we go. Partying like there's no tomorrow. It's Phil McCracken here at CBS FM. This one, the Chaps, tequila. I like drinking a lot of tequila and sticking my member where it doesn't belong. Maybe next time it'll be your own keister. Let's go out and sniff some young panties. Come on with me. CBS FM. Yeah, Harry Sack here. It's Paul Anka. Lonely boy. I'm pretty lonely, too.
I'm just a lonely boy.
Uh-oh, I ran out of music there, Opie. What would happen if that actually happened on CBS FM? I just keep talking. I'm so lonely, I got blue ball. CBS. Hey, it's Wake Up Little Susie, the Everly Brothers. I like them when they're asleep. I can bag them, they never know. It's CBS.
Wake up,
It never ends. Artie, you're next.
How you doing, guys?
Artie, you're up.
I hated those guys when I used to listen to them as a kid. This is the funniest skit I have ever heard in my whole life.
We're going to get jobs over there at CBS FM.
You guys are much better than those clowns that used to be over there, I'll tell you.
Hey, Bloody Anus here on CBS, and I want to remind everybody the NAMBLA convention this weekend. Don't forget, tight little supple buttocks. Sponsored by us here at CBS FM. 9-year-old boys, not a hair on their sack.
What's up, Gio?
How you guys doing?
Good. What's up? Make it fast.
Yeah, listen, I want to hear some Beach Boys. Can you hook me up with some Beach Boys, please?
Yeah, let's find some Beach Boys for
Request going out.
Can Harry Sack hook me up with some Beach Boys, please?
Harry Sack, Gio will hook you up with some Beach Boys.
All right, Harry, thanks, man.
And we'll get to Gio's request in a second, but here's another one for everyone out there in Radio Land.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody, Claude Balls here. Frankie Avalon from 1959. Venus rhymes with penis. What I like having in my face. CBS. Penis, if you will.
Please send a little girl for me to thrill.
Yeah, I like the line of that song. Everyone from 1958, the Teddy Bears, to know him is to love him. And to know me is to be bleeding from the ass when you wake up. CBS!
Well, now we're getting the request coming in.
Listen, Bloody Anus, could you play a little Three Dog Night for me?
Andrew wants to hear some Three Dog Night. I remember I had a Three Dog Night once. One on my face, another one I was banging, and the other one was licking me, you know where. CBS. Yeah, this one, Dave Baby Cortez. It's called The Happy Organ, this song. I have a happy organ in my pants. Just think. Oh, there it goes all over the console. CBS. Just had an accident.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Big Dick Gazinga here. It's the Crash 16 Candles. Suck me, CBS. It never ends.
Hey, Frank.
Guys, seriously, come on. It's not funny anymore. Maybe for the first 5 seconds it was funny.
No, we just drill it into the ground, dude.
It's pissing me off.
We just wanted to see how long it would take someone to call up and say, knock it off.
All right, thank you.
All right, Frank. And for you?
Can I have a request?
Yeah, here. This one's going out to you, Frank.
Okay.
For Silhouettes, get a job, you loser, Frank. Frank's a child toucher, CBS.
It's not funny. It's not funny, man. That's how you
Frank says it's not funny.
It's pissing
him off. CBS. He's laughing. CBS. Oh,
boy.
Frank's a homo. CBS.
Come on. We're just having fun. Just can't make it stop.
One more. Make it stop.
Make it stop.
We gotta end up on an up note here.
All right.
Here we go.
Claude Balls here. This one going back to 1961. The Lion sleeps tonight. The Tokens. Lion wouldn't be sleeping if I were there. I'm into bestiality. I'll bag anything with a hole. CBS FM.
Oh, brother.
So there you have it, CBS FM. They make fun of us with one lousy line, and we just did about an hour on them.
Yeah, thank you for giving us an hour of material.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
We're back with the O&A Show. We got Drew from Fark.com. He's been hanging outside the studio. We got to get him in.
It's finally cool in here.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Pits are drying off.
Oh, that is nice. I got to get some of that.
Phenomenal, right guard.
Right guard, but it's a new can and everything.
It looks like it's got Twaddle hanging off the side of it.
Oh, yeah, it's got a little thing on the side. You push down, and the goodness goes right up into your armpit. Yeah, the Polar Blast, cool spray, right gourd.
Right gourd.
Jesus.
Yo, right gourd.
Right gourd.
I'm all go have my herd in.
Yo, bam, bam. Right
Bam.
guard.
Rock gourd. Get out the core.
Get out the
motherfucking core.
Anyway, we just noticed you left the studio during the break there.
Yeah, I was checking some email. I'm having a little bit of computer problems.
And we kind of took a peek. You know, you write little notes for yourself every day, and I saw down on your little list of things you want to talk about. You talked about your iPod experience, and you're working out, and it says that you had a Steven Tyler dream.
Yeah, oh yeah, I had more nightmares last night.
Push you down the stairs and then cuddle you like the members of KISS?
No, that was actually an awake fantasy I used to have. Tossing it. I went to bed at 2 because I slept late this Sunday. And
I did the same damn thing,
Slept
and
late,
it
right?
screwed me up. I slept so late yesterday that it's like midnight last night, and I'm awake. I'm awake at midnight. Hello.
How could you guys sleep when it's like 88 degrees out?
It's central air conditioning.
I know, but I feel like I have to be outside doing something.
Oh, I went for a walk in that little park nearby, too. A nice walk in the park yesterday.
Down by the river.
Healthy walk in the park, meeting a fella behind a bush.
I found my trainee.
You just hear from a bush.
Going to meet people.
Hey, you.
And I'm walking going, Jeep.
As you get closer to the bush.
Yeah. That bike path rocks, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I don't have a bike, but I
You gotta
should
get
get
a
one.
bike.
I'm all about exercise. I don't know about you guys.
Look at you now.
Can't help it. I got good energy. I had a little pep in my step this morning.
Old Freddie fit as a fiddle. We'll call you.
The soreness is going to kick in tomorrow, Anthony. Watch
sure
how
will.
sore he is tomorrow. He'll be like, I can't move. So what happened with you and Steven Tyler?
I vaguely remember it. I was, because I was having horrible... I had to wake myself up. I had to go, you're not awake. I actually thought of what we talked about in the studio, where you think you're awake, but but you're actually not. And I'm like, you're not awake yet. Shake. Because I thought I was awake, and I could hear my clip-clop on the floor, and I went to hit the light, and I realized, oh, this is not my new apartment. This is my old apartment. You're not awake
you're
yet,
not
stupid.
awake. That's kind of cool when you kind of know you're
But
dreaming.
it was scarier because anything could happen. Like, I have the awareness of an awake person, but I'm in a dream, so anything can happen. And Steven Tyler was trying to kill me. I don't know why. I don't know what this connection is with the lead singer of Aerosmith trying to hurt me.
Ah, there he is. Why would he?
I don't know.
Would he try to hurt
I
you?
was dreaming on. LOL. I don't know what it was, but I just remember it was his face behind me, and he was trying to kill me.
How was he trying to choke you? Or
I don't remember.
stab
He
you
was
or something?
stalking me in a dark area. I don't remember the details. It was just him. I think a friend of mine yesterday said she badmouthed Steven Tyler, and he overheard her.
Yeah.
He was behind her, so that's probably what sparked the Steven Tyler.
Maybe. Try to choke you with those scarves that hang off his microphone.
Yeah, I was really
Yeah.
scared in 1987 of those.
Boo.
All right.
Boo. Dream on. Dream on, Jimmy.
Let's shoot this fucker.
Fucker. Fuck Boris Karloff.
Oh, Steven Tyler was a man with big lips. He'd probably have trouble walking through rooms. It's perfect.
You guys want to say hi to Drew Curtis? He's been
Yes.
sitting out there for 2
Poor
hours.
Drew.
Yeah, let's bring Drew from Fark.com. From Drew Curtis's Fark.com.
You know what? This just hit the wire.
Ooh.
Remember our
Beep,
old
beep, beep,
pal, Pat O'Brien?
To all the ships at sea. Yeah.
Remember Pat O'Brien?
Who could forget?
Please let
and
it
the
be.
If
phone,
you remember Pat O'Brien, just blink.
and the phone sex tapes
Say
and
yes.
all that. Well, this is what happens when you get all that controversy coming your way.
Uh-oh.
O'Brien, 57, will throw out the first pitch at a Canaries game Saturday. Canaries? Where's this?
Oh, the actual Canaries? That'd be interesting.
Oh.
Look, Canaries playing ball.
Such a
South
mob stool pigeons.
He's going out. He's going to South Dakota to throw out the first pitch at some kind of minor league baseball game.
South Dakota.
A minor league baseball game.
Minor league baseball.
However, this is the key. The team is giving away bobblehead dolls in his likeness.
Why? Me, you, Betsy, the bobblehead doll, some Canaries. Oh, look at the TV. Oh, jeez. Live on the Today Show, there's some genetic disaster. I don't know why.
Oh,
Look,
poor
these
kid.
Are changing the lives of some pretty special kids.
Special.
It's a place where we celebrate ability, not disability.
Others come just for the fun. Alicia Danoon is in remission now. She had a brain tumor when she was 3.
All right, you know what? I'm turning off the
Jesus.
audio.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
I don't even want to be tempted.
Why? She's in remission. That's good.
I don't even want to be tempted. The cute girl is petting a dolphin down there in Florida.
Got a
Yeah.
brain tumor.
God bless her. Let her be.
Look at that little swimsuit on her.
Thanks, Mom, for that nice genetic handoff. A brain tumor at 3.
Yeah, here you go.
Can't be hurtful. Yeah, must have been my smoking, Mom. Where did a 3-year-old get a brain tumor from? From Mom doing dope.
Nice smile. Here's a softball in your brainstem, kid. Get headaches until you're 40.
Oh, it is cruel, and there is no God, and I don't want to hear an argument about it.
Yeah, what did this kid do to deserve a
Yeah.
softball tumor?
A brain tumor.
Brain tumor.
In her little head.
And now she gets to pet a dolphin.
Swim with the dolphin, hits him with that bottlenose right in the tumor.
The dolphin like goes can smell the sickness. Whatever dolphin noises they make.
Tries to beach the kid and kill it.
Yeah. So it doesn't. Yeah.
I smell the sickness on you. We must beach you.
The kid has no clue that
I
she's...
beat you.
There's a ring around me. Whatever the thing is called.
The Yates dolphin.
She's not sure if she's petting a dolphin or a goat.
Take her to a petting zoo, for God's sake.
Mommy, why is the goat in water? It's all right,
The
Puddinhead.
dolphin. Puddinhead. Oh, it's that horrible Puddinhead.
I see the awful, terrible things in my life and turn it into something funny.
Very good.
Children and their families that needed them.
15 years later, Dina's Island Dolphin Care is the largest nonprofit program of its kind. Recently, they moved into a $2 million facility,
Oh, nice.
a museum of sorts, and take pride in
All right, Jesus. Oh, God, that was a nice picture.
It'd be funny if you get a little shirt for the kids. I went to the dolphin farm and all I got was this lousy gene pool.
I want to swim with the dolphin. Okay, dear. Be back later. Pick you up later. Why do dolphins get pegged with these jobs these days?
You think the dolphin's sitting there like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Why can't it be that hot stripper blonde that's on vacation with the other ladies from Hooters?
Used to strap mines to my head and I'd put them to enemy boats.
Right.
Now I gotta play with this special child who's drooling on me. I remember this. Isn't this the theme to Flipper?
They called him Flipper.
Flipper, swimming with retards.
You see, he's smarter than he.
Smarter than he. No, not the kids he's swimming with.
Balancing their heads on his nose because he thinks it's a big dumb ball.
Everyone loves the king of the sea.
Oh, Jesus. Nice music.
Trixie will do.
Tricks. Tries to jump over his big head, but it's too big.
Crashes into the ear and falls back. Sneaks under and bites the kid's foot for making him look bad.
Dolphin almost dies because the kid's big tongue gets stuck in his blowhole. I can't breathe, kid. Dolphin! Puppy! Kitten! Yeah, right. Okay.
That's why the dolphin's jumping out of the water. He's just saying, get me away from this retard.
Okay, terrific.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, it is really mean. They're trying to do something nice, and we're mocking
I
it.
don't mean it.
That's why there's a 3-month wait to swim with the dolphins.
Is there really?
Yeah, you can't get close to the dolphins anymore.
Where, here?
It's all the rage down there in Florida.
It is all the rage. People love swimming with dolphins. They assume that
you
they're
go to that,
intelligent or
you're on
something.
vacation, you go to the resort there, and you try to sign up for the dolphin excursion. That's booked 6 months in advance.
I'm not saying it's inconvenient to have that in your family, but I know that there's some parents trying to start it, but instead of a dolphin, it's a shark.
Oh,
my God.
Swim with the shark.
Swim with it's a dolphin, honey.
Yeah, pet this, you photograph ruiner.
You guys, we got a quickie. It's only a minute and 15 seconds.
So a friend of mine, Dally Dooley, once thought he was sleeping. Gave him a nudge and his tongue was bitten in two. Still plenty of it for 3 men, though.
Let's drink to the dumb look on your face. Here's to swimming with Down syndrome women.
Sharks in the water. Retard goes in the water. Oh, retard. Farewell and adieu to your brain-damaged child.
I'll educate him, but it's going to take $10,000.
So we need a rocking chair once, not the shark, the kid.
Boys, you're going to need a bigger hat.
Very good. Look out. There it comes. I'm Chrissy. Yes, well, you know we're all going to hell, of course. Instant feedback, like people are telling us anything new.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrific.
I got a quickie.
Watch them run, watch them fall, watch them try to catch a ball. Olympics, Special Olympics.
Oh, boy!
Watch them laugh, watch them drool, watch them fall into the pool. That's diving. At the Special Olympics.
You're just pity!
And I know full well that I will burn in hell. But those guys playing wheelchair basketball gotta be about the funniest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life. At the Special Olympics.
Special Olympics!
Take it, Corky.
And the Special Olympics! Oh, you're so sing pretty. You can sing on my wedding when I get married.
There you have it. Stephen Lynch with a classic.
Oh, terrible people. I gotta go home and live with myself.
You ever listen to yourself on replay and feel like you need a shower?
Yeah, it's horrible.
What's wrong with me?
I don't know what it is about this studio, but once you leave it, like some bit of humanity seeps in, and you're like, oh, that was really bad. You listen to the replay and go like, oh.
It's when you hit the sidewalk and you see just normal people walking around. You're like, oh, yeah, we're part of that society.
Oh,
not
that
the society in the studio.
The ones that might actually care about people and their feelings and if they're hurt or not. Or
Then you hear a song on the radio, you drop a little tear, and you're like, when did this human being show up?
What happened?
Why am I garbage from 7 to 11? Yeah, I laugh at retarded children petting dolphins. It's adorable. And all I can think of is their dumb toes being bitten and laughing at them. How their dumb heads knock the Christmas tree over.
How all their hair looks the same when they get out of that pool.
It looks the same when they go in.
Exactly. Hey, he's got the Mo Howard.
I remember we were talking one time about retarded people, which could have been any one of 100 shows. And you were saying in the family photographs, how you like when they play hide and seek, you just see a big Pete Rose haircut behind the fucking.
Pete Rose or the Mo Howard, right?
It was awful. What do you want? I want the Logan. All right.
Give me the ELO.
Hey, you guys, let's say hi to Drew Curtis from Fark.com.
Yes.
Hi, Drew.
Guys.
Welcome him back.
He made me cry.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to thank him personally for helping us out with that Arthur Chien thing.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Oh, my God. That video
got a good response on Fark.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's right up our alley, man.
People love the
That's
great.
Of
of other people self-destructing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
They play them over and over and then get to comment on them.
Yeah.
And not a high percentage of O&A fans on Fark. I've noticed
They
that.
hate everything. It is.
Is that what it is?
They flame everything. It's great.
Because anytime
Now, you gotta see something they
from the
really
show,
hate. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. There's a couple shows I've done in L.A. that they just absolutely
Cannot stand.
Oh, it's brutal.
I've
man.
read some stuff that you appear on the show and then there's comments and it's just like, and the people never heard the show, don't know it from a hole in the wall, but. They're like, oh, those shock jocks, and I heard that they did the St. Pat's thing, and they're awful, and I don't know why. You never even heard the show. For the love of God.
And guys that are going to a site to see awful things. Like, what are you going down there to download, legitimate nice things? No, it's awful shit you want to see.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, the ones that get the biggest hits are the ones that are the most awful, graphic, tasteless. And then there'll be the people that look at it time and time again, and it'll have like 300 comments about how this is awful, terrible.
This is horrible. Let me check it out again.
Yeah, check it out. I'll look at it again. I don't know. It's the guy at the pizza place. That one got a great response.
Yeah,
the guy getting beat up at the pizza parlor by the black
disturbing
guy.
video.
This big black guy. First he gets in an argument with this big fat black woman.
Yeah.
And then I guess her boyfriend is standing at the door and punches this guy with this fist that's like a friggin' roast right in the guy's face. He goes down and the guy doesn't stop. and all the white guys in the pizza place just
watch.
standing around watching.
There we go.
Because they're not going to say anything.
It was like watching Charles Grodin get stepped on.
Yeah. Jeez. Or was that one we had up last week? The chick that got tasered by the cop?
Yeah, that's another good one.
Wait, ma'am, I'm going to taser you. Ma'am, I'm going to taser you. 4 or 5, 10 times, and she just sitting there and finally,
Yep.
all right, there you go. Can't say he didn't warn you.
You know, that's one of our our favorite audio clips that has come in recent weeks. We played the audio on our show.
Yeah.
I am not get
That thing is
involved
awesome.
guy, too.
Yeah.
I am absolutely not get involved guy because I think too far ahead. I think about consequences. I think about things I've seen before, which I saw a video clip once of some guy, and I think it was in a convenience store. Guy with a gun. Another guy's behind him, kind of to the side, and decides this is his chance to be a hero. He grabs the guy and puts him in some kind of chokehold. The guy struggles out of it and just blows the guy away.
Shoots him in the head. I've
Shoots
seen
him
that.
a couple of times in the body, and the guy is sitting there, puts his hand up like, okay, you win. And the guy comes right up to him, boom, shoots him right in the head.
Yeah.
He falls down. Like, why wouldn't you just stand there and let the guy rob this place?
I'll say there's a difference, though, between some guy robbing a cash register with a gun. You don't fuck with a gun.
Yeah.
And this was although this guy was getting his ass beat, it was a one-on-one with no weapons involved.
Yeah.
It was, I mean,
Still, you don't know if the guy
that's right.
starts the guy's getting his ass beat because he got sucker punched and he was on the ground already, and the black guy's beating him up. If all of a sudden you come over now to confront him, who knows what he's got?
No, I mean, that's why I probably wouldn't get involved. Cause A, because the guy was huge, and B, because it was a one-on-one. But then he robbed him. He got 4 years in jail for that, and his girlfriend got like 18 months.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely good.
Animals.
Of course.
But no,
Behave
never
yourselves.
get involved. I would never get involved. I don't care what it is. And this stems back, and I remember this situation back in junior high. Actually, no, it was elementary school. I believe it was 6th grade or something like that. I was standing by the lockers, and some girl, pretty girl, has her locker opened, and her head is kind of half in the locker, and she's looking for something. And some black kid came walking by and kicked the locker, and it slammed right on her head, and she's kneeling on the floor now, crying her eyes out. I felt so bad, and I thought, like, the little fantasy plays out in your head for that split second. Like, I run over, I'm going to grab that guy, punch his face in, go over there, make sure she's okay, she'll fall in love with me, it's going to be fantastic. I stood there with my zitty face, just doing nothing. I did nothing. I turned and walked away, and that's the story of my life. I will never, ever get involved with anything. If someone's getting hurt, sorry it's you, but I got things to do.
That's right.
Isn't that horrible?
I'm
not the hero guy.
I thought you actually might have stepped in and something happened, and then
step in,
and that was the last time you actually stepped in.
Nope. She got a head full of locker, and I couldn't be bothered.
It's a weird mentality, though, because and I'm guilty of it, too. That's how, like, 9/11 happened. People not having this will. I mean, it's hard with a guy holding a razor to somebody's throat, but people don't get involved.
But you got a plane full of people there.
Well, and up until that
Easily.
point, that's what they were telling everybody to do. You know, now all bets are off. That's why there's
Now
all
you're
this-
right. Now, if something happens in a plane, the guy usually ends up dying because 50 people
Yeah,
are
they try to
sitting on
kill
him.
him. They try to
They
kill him,
suffocate him, and he was just a little drunk, you know.
How many
from
hits
Newark.
can I get in on this guy before he passes
Yeah.
out? You know,
That's a good
Hey,
point.
dude, man, because then they'll have the story.
Yeah.
This guy was charging the fucking cockpit, dude. I fucking wound up. I punched him in the face. I fucking laid the motherfucker out. So why you in jail? Hey, he's the fucking pilot. He's like checking the wing or some shit. And
No, you're right.
got a little overzealous.
On the last flight, they did attack once they realized it was happening.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, but it is the sheep mentality and that whole thing where I don't want to be the guy. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to start the getting involved. So you kind of sit there.
Yeah, but see, that's on a plane. You are involved.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything that happens on a plane, you're involved. That's true,
You're in
too.
it, so-
Is that instinct, though? Like, because, like, you look at, like, you know, you never see zebras protecting each other from lions. They all just
They just
amp
run, that's right. And the sick and dead ones just die.
Yeah.
Just eat it.
The old and the young
That's
will
right.
perish. I am running for
Just
my
leave
life.
'em, yeah.
Running my striped ass
Well, you know
off.
what's funny is I think it's actually an American thing. I spent a year in Europe, and a great example of that, I was coming across Greece, and there was a strike. They basically shut down all the trains because only one train apparently that goes east-west. And what happened was we had to stop in a small town, get off, take a taxi, walk through the picket line, get another taxi, get on the train on the other side, and keep going. So here's the thing. I don't understand what's going on because I don't speak Greek. Luckily, there was a gal there who
Speak
did.
Greek. What does that mean in the ads?
Yeah, exactly.
That means, do you like your keister ref?
And so we're sitting there, and they're explaining this to us. There were about 25 people at the station, and there's one cab in town, and everybody knows this. They get this figured out. The one cab pulls up, and I swear to God, everybody, rather than say, okay, well, let's get the old people in first, get the kids over there because it was a hot day. No, man, everybody just took off on a dead sprint for the cab.
Really?
Like, all of them. They just ran over there, fought each other off. Cab drives away again. Every single time this cab came back, the same damn thing happened. Everybody just went right for it again.
No one really cares about their fellow man.
Nah,
it's,
not at all.
It really is true.
Great.
It's an exceptional person that will try to help someone out. Yesterday, where was it? Rockaway? A guy died. Rockaway. Swimming. Kid was in the water, couldn't swim, got caught in some of these rip currents that go on down there, and this guy jumps in the water to save him and ends up dying in the water. I would be standing out there. You know what I would do? The extent of what I would do, I'd have my cell phone with me. I'll call someone that is trained to help this guy.
Exactly.
If he can hold on out there, God bless him. I called 911. But as far as swimming out there and trying to help him, sorry, bud, you're on your own. You are on your own.
And they usually bring you down with them because they're struggling.
Panicking. Every year you read about someone, and boy, if the stereotype of black people not being able to swim can be just prolonged any more than this, the kid that was swimming, or his mom says he couldn't swim, but he's out there in the water off Rockaway for some reason. He can't swim, and then another guy that jumps in to save him, he dies trying to save him. The black can't swim stereotype is huge. Put on swimmies. Put on like the butterfly water wings or something. Something. Yeah, I got my water wings.
Get to wear gang color swimmies.
I look stupid, but I'm not going to die.
One's wearing Bloods, one's wearing Crips. He's dog paddling towards him. I'm going to fuck you up.
Oh, God. Why don't we take a break? We'll continue with Drew Curtis from Fark.com, all right?
Yeah, I got a stack of breaking stuff for you, well, sort of.
Nice.
Ooh, we'll do that now.
Broken, I guess.
Did you hear about the fucking the release of Trinket Sound made from Gorilla Hands? It's been like a huge hit already.
Really?
Beautiful.
Where can you get that, Jimmy?
I don't know. Either bullet.com if you want. I mean, who cares? It's not important where to get it. The important thing is that it's there.
Right.
Also, Anthony, the Tony Awards were last night.
Ooh.
And
the Tonys.
What's the award they give away? Who looks best in a bathrobe? And the award for wasting away with the most dignity is...
We have Billy Crystal, Mario Cantone, and Nathan Lane all bombing at the Tonys that will play
all
after
bombing.
the break.
Good times.
Billy Crystal bombed
Nathan Lane bombed.
5 times.
Oh, what did he do? The whole hi thing.
I don't know. We'll get into that.
The whole flamboyant gay thing.
I think Nathaniel put this together for us.
You're a good boy, Fan.
Is it good audio of people bombing, or
You like?
Yeah, if you like that sort of thing.
We do.
Hey,
what did Danny put together for us? Anything? Where's Danny?
Danny? What did, nothing?
Got somebody from last year's Oscars, do you?
MTV Movie Awards.
Danny's busy answering the phones today. All right, as we go to break, that Florida taser story is still, it's worth the replay.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Listen to this. The video, is it still up on Fark.com?
Yeah, it's somewhere in the archives now.
Yeah, you got to go search
beautiful.
it. I think
the funny thing about the video page is there's actually like a director's commentary track you can click on to hear them talk about it.
That's a great idea.
Great. The police like, here's where they notified the individual that blah, 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 blah. And the funny thing is you're watching this horrible thing, and the woman who's interviewing is like, so is this is appropriate police procedure? It's like, oh, yeah, nothing wrong with it. You're right. It's aired.
Why didn't she get out of the car when she was asked?
Idiot. She was actually on the phone, which
That's
is even funny.
Yeah, on the phone.
You'll hear it when they play it. It's hilarious. She's on the phone, like giving play-by-play. Okay, now the cops come over to my car. Okay, now he's telling me to get out of the car.
How about you hang up your friggin' phone and you get out and do what the cop is telling you to do? If you have nothing to worry about, if you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
you know?
pretty much.
You got your license is clean, everything's fine and dandy. Get the fuck out of the car.
Yeah.
You're not going to get tasered.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, the video's up on Opie.
Did they need the taser, do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very pro
They
cop.
could justify it.
Yeah.
Whether they need it. Could they have dove in there and pulled her out physically? Yeah. You know something? You'd probably get a little scratched up.
Because she wasn't being threatening him. To my knowledge, she wasn't. I don't know what she was doing.
She was being belligerent.
She was being a twat, yeah.
You know, a cop doesn't want to get hurt.
Right.
Cops don't want to get hurt. You go in there, you start digging around. You got them big long nails.
Yeah.
I just got my nails, dude. They're gonna scratch you up. Fuck it, taser her.
That's right.
Gotta get her out.
Makes life easier.
It certainly does, the taser.
Are the cops in trouble or no?
No, not at all. That's completely
Fine.
legit.
It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's
great.
Sergeant commentary. I thought you meant some of your fans of your website
No,
did
no,
some
no.
commentary. That
No,
would be
no.
hilarious.
That would be good, though. Yeah.
That would be really funny.
That's right.
All right, well, here's the story and how it went down.
How would you like it if you were tasered by a cop? Well, this happened in Florida to one woman, but police review all the cases where force is used. They say this one was justified. You be the judge.
For speeding, you're doing 51 miles an hour. The speed limit down on Seacrest is 435.
Boynton Beach Police Officer Rich McNevin pulled the driver of this Isuzu over for speeding. He finds the driver, Victoria Goodwin, also has a broken windshield and a brake light out. Officer McNevin then learns that Goodwin is driving without a license and returns to arrest her.
So put your cigarette out, step out of the vehicle for me.
But Goodwin stays in the car, talking on her phone. Officer McNevin reaches in to pull her out.
He's arresting me. Stop. Don't touch me. The policeman is... You're going to shoot me? He's got a gun and he's going to shoot me.
3 times, Officer McNevin warns Goodwin that he will use his taser.
Get out of the car or I'm going to tase you.
The next street off the Seacrest.
On your stomach. Do it now. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. Do it now or you're going to get tased again.
The officer hits her with his taser a second time. Goodwin screams and cries for 2 more minutes before officers move her to the squad car.
It's over and done with. We've been tased before. We know it's not that bad. So put your...
I don't care what you say. I've never been tased before.
Okay.
The Palm Beach Post offered Boynton Beach Training Sergeant Sedgwick Aiken to offer a police perspective. Why use the taser while Goodwin was in the car?
She pulled away from him. Basically, she escalated the use of force.
Why then was the second taser used while Goodwin was already on the ground?
We haven't patted her down. No one searched her to see if she has any weapons or anything on her person. And if you go in and rush her and try to place hands on her, place her on arrest, she could injure an officer or become injured herself.
All Boynton Beach police get tasered as part of their training, so they do understand what they are doing to people when they do use their tasers.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Introducing Wow for Dummies, an easy-to-follow guide to get you started with Whip 'em Out Wednesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Big, luscious, juicy one.
Step 1, get a Wow sticker.
OpieandAnthony.com.
Step 2, put said sticker on car, not under the hood. Step 3, drive around.
Please pull up next to me, honk your horn, and demand to see my tits.
Let me see those boobies.
That's so sexy.
Step 4, enjoy boobies.
God damn it, what nice tits.
Some people call them the bosom.
Oh, yes.
So ladies from all over the country, if you feel like showing us a little something, Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
This message was brought to you by the cooperative staff at the Opie and Anthony program.
In studio this morning, we got Drew Curtis from Fark.com with breaking news, right? Stuff that's going to go up on the site? Or
It's already queued up. It's either there already or it's coming soon.
Ooh. What do you got over there?
We got Angelina Jolie during a stunt on the last movie. Apparently wasn't wearing any underwear in one of the outfits.
Uh-oh.
I hope that makes the outtakes. But here's the thing. She claims that she couldn't tell that she wasn't wearing underwear. Like, she just, forgot. Doesn't that sound like
Inadvertently left without her underwear.
That's like a Cinemax moment or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that happen in real life?
What kind of stunt was she doing?
Something like jump through a window here. So wearing a dominatrix outfit in one scene.
The panties are getting so small that they could forget that they're actually wearing them at this point.
Can't tell if it's still in there or not.
Yeah.
So. But I don't know. I see stuff like this, and I just think they're just trying to get cover for their movie.
Of course they are.
They just made that crap up.
Well,
so
maybe they'll
they
show.
run it.
Maybe they'll show it in the movie. Her without underwear.
Yeah,
that'll
that'd
happen.
be good. Yeah, or you just have to imagine it or something.
I was reading today in the Post that if you want to interview like Jolie or Brad Pitt about this movie, you can't ask about their personal stuff,
relationship.
and you have to sign a contract.
Saying you won't do it.
You won't do it, and then if you do it, you get sued.
Huh.
You can only talk about the movie.
Who wants to see Look, I'm sorry, Brad Pitt, I know we differ. I don't like him. I don't think he's that great of an actor. It's like your personal life is interesting. Stop banging the hottest chick in Hollywood
Yeah, exactly.
and
What
having
do
your
you think
picture
could happen?
taken. What do you think? We don't want to know about that? Your film acting is so interesting. You're not Brando stupid.
It really is funny, some of these actors where they're like they're involved in these, like you said, screwing one of the hottest chicks in Hollywood, and they expect you to not talk about it.
Yeah.
Especially when you're Brad Pitt. It's like, dude, all you do is you bang the hottest girls. Sorry, we're interested.
Yeah, that's a great problem to have.
Yeah,
you know?
gee, what's it like to fuck Angelina Jolie? I don't want to talk about that.
Right.
Let's talk about another wooden performance.
I'll be on top of a building with a freaking bullhorn telling the world.
I have fucked Angelina Jolie. I will tell you everything about her pussy.
Yeah, I would drive down the middle of Manhattan. I'd have a ticket tape parade for myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. I have fucked Angelina Jolie. It was fabulous.
That is beautiful.
One small step for man, one giant load for Brad.
That kind of Hollywood stuff happens all the time. Remember, like, whoever Britney Spears' handlers are, they're masters at doing this. Like, for example, they were releasing rumors that Prince Harry was upset that she was writing letters to him or something like that. It was just completely made up.
That was all fake.
Yeah, and he was like, I've never talked to her. I don't know what's going on. This doesn't make any sense at all. It's basically just get her back in the news again.
Was it one of those English sites or papers? I hate going to anything from an English site. Like, if I'm on Drudge and I see a news story and it's a little sensational, it's like...
where did that come from?
Korea smuggles nuclear bomb into America. And you're like, wait, the Koreans? How did they? And I click it, and I see that .uk thing show up in the address.
Like,
I'm like, okay, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's like, from the Mirror,
Yes, a report have it that there was a Korean that had said that his brother-in-law had somehow figured a way to smuggle it.
and it's all fake, speculation.
It's all crap.
British media is awful.
It is real. I don't know how they get
Terrible.
any real news over there. What is it? It's always
Barely
the
do.
stupid Mirror or...
It's all the tabloids.
The Sun.
Yeah,
They,
basically.
they have a lot of them. We only have a few.
They're worse than we are here.
Oh, they look at the Post like it's the Times over there. Forget about it.
Yeah, just about the only news source they have is the BBC, and that's it.
Yeah.
Forget it. And I lived
Hello.
there. I lived there for a year, and while we were
Yeah.
there, they are horrible at domestic news reporting. Like, you want to know what's going on in England? Don't listen to the BBC. They won't
Really?
tell you. You want to know what's going on in South Africa? Got it covered. No problem.
That's their whole
Down the street?
imperialistic...
They're horribly boring people. Horribly
Yeah.
boring. The BBC, I know the news isn't supposed to be exciting, but it's just so dry and awful, and it symbolizes everything about them.
Really?
Just
Really, yeah.
dry
Yeah.
and awful.
You just want to claw your eyes out watching it. On
I saw
TV.
some Travel Channel show the other day on England, and they were trying to push how how good the food is now.
Oh, man,
like
that's
because it's
crap.
gotten such a
It
bad
sucks.
rap over the years because it
Yeah,
sucks.
it's awful.
England is not known for its food.
No.
So they're talking some of the best restaurants in the world are now in London, where you can. And
You're like,
I'm like, nah, I'm not buying this one.
Only if the end of that sentence is and they're run by people from India and China, I'll be like, okay, well,
Really?
maybe
Yeah.
so, yeah. That's the only thing you can eat. That's why Indian food's so popular over there, because everything else is just awful.
It just sucks.
Yeah, it's
If
the
you wanna
only
get-
thing you can eat.
If you want to get people to England, the whole commercial should be, would you like to hear a girl say, I want to suck your cock? If you want to hear that accent,
Please press 5 now.
I don't know. I kind of want to hear you say it again.
and I kind of wanted to say it.
Yeah, speaking of India, actually, one of the other ones that came in this morning was two giant toads were married in a traditional Hindu ceremony in eastern India in order to appease the rain gods.
The rain god.
Because that's what the rain gods want to have happen. Get some giant toads, get them married.
Let me just check something. 2005. Okay.
Yeah,
I had to look at the paper. I had to see what year it was.
All cultures are equal.
That's right.
All cultures are equal.
That is right. We should just embrace them as a culture.
That's perfectly legitimate.
Absolutely. We need some rain. Well, get those frogs
toads.
hitched.
Frogs.
You
The frogs got to get married.
You fucking dumb chimps. That's not going to do anything to help it rain.
Beautiful.
Could you imagine, like, the governor of a state getting up there and saying, we've had some problem with the farming, we haven't got enough rain, but I'm doing something for you. We're going to wed these big toads,
Giant toads.
and what this will do is bring some rain. Questions from the press. Questions?
Yeah, exactly. From the rain gods. Because
Yeah,
they're
from the rain
only-
gods,
They're
right.
waiting for this. They're hanging out.
And you know, like the Today Show,
Unbelievable.
Regis would show up and say, where are they going to honeymoon? And everybody would laugh. Except not in this studio.
And we get bashed in this country by other nations for just inventing
we do,
everything
yeah.
and being great, and we get such a hard time from other countries.
I hate the rest of the world. I've been offered gigs in Europe many times, like, whether it's not Australia's not Europe, but I mean, England,
Yeah.
Ireland. I don't go. Why?
Glad you cleared that up.
No, but I was saying, like, I won't do it for what?
I was going on a
Amsterdam?
European vacation, and I was going to go to Sydney, and well,
never mind. Yeah.
How was Europe? Well, Kenya was nice.
It was great.
I have no desire to hear that. And the only most comedians that succeed over in those places are these fucking dog shit whores, sellout, trash America. George Bush is stupid. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
It's like, wait a minute.
You fucking.
That's all you got?
You sellout.
Yeah. Speaking of Australia, this is working out real well. There was a woman who was captured by customs officials attempting to smuggle 51 live fish up her skirt.
Up her skirt?
Skirt.
Or
between
up
her legs.
in
up
her?
Skirt. Well, they said up the skirt.
Up
yeah,
the
so
skirt?
When searching the vagina, they can find no actual fish, only the remnants.
Actually, the quote is great. It says, during the search, customs officers became suspicious after hearing, quote, flipping noises coming from the vicinity of her waist.
Wow.
Flip.
What's that, mate? Oh, yeah, flipping noises, eh?
Yeah.
Were they in a bag, or were they just in her box?
Said she had a specially designed skirt, some kind of bag, basically. But they were alive.
What? Oh, it wasn't in her vagina. It was in her skirt.
Well, they don't say. It could have been. Who knows? You never know about
What
this
the hell
kind of
was she doing with fish? Where was she going?
She was smuggling them. It's Singapore.
Is
It
there a
looks
big
like It's just
smuggling
like-
thing for
apparently
fish?
so. Well, and here's the thing, because I don't understand this either. But they were saying that basically they're waiting to find out what kind of fish they are, because apparently that makes a difference. If they're endangered fish, apparently, and I don't know where the hell. I guess somebody did a big currency calculation. It's per fish, $83,617 if it ends up being a specific species.
Well, you never.
Because that's a pretty exact number. Can you see that? The guy writing the code. We should find these people. $83,617. That's about right. I think that's what it's worth. Not 18 or 16. Right on the dot. It's beautiful. Oh, and you guys will like this. Babysitter's mom says sex charges are exaggerated.
Uh-oh. What's that about?
It's another babysitter committing sex acts with an 11-year-old boy.
Jesus.
But I love the quote. They're talking to her mom. This must be in Florida. I can only imagine. Yeah, actually it is. See, there you go.
Florida.
They
love their
It's
kids'
Florida.
sex down in Florida.
I can tell. The quote is they're talking to the woman's mom, the one's in trouble, and she says, I'm not saying all of it didn't happen. I asked Charity, the woman who did it, what happened, and she said, Mommy, I was drunk. I don't remember.
Mommy, I was drunk. I don't remember.
The woman's 20.
20.
That's the woman who did it, telling her mom.
Oh, the 20-year-old that did it said, Mommy, I was
I
drunk.
I don't remember.
So the babysitter's 20, she's drunk, has sex with the 11-year-old boy.
But can you see that? It's like, okay, I got a babysitting gig tonight. Give me a couple shots of tequila. I'm going to go right over there and get started.
Yeah.
But it gets even worse. Basically...
Worse?
Yeah, the affidavits indicate that
You
the
mean
woman...
better.
Right.
Did you forget what show you're on? This is Larry King.
Wrong adjective.
But it says she touched
Actually, this gets even hotter. It's more appropriate.
I don't know, man. This isn't my thing. They said she touched the boy inappropriately, then punched and squeezed his genitals, quote, to hurt the victim, while the other two kids watched. She was babysitting.
Wow.
Oh, but I bet you those rooms were clean by the end of the night.
Exactly.
Get them all turned on and then punch him in the genitals.
Pow! How about them apples?
You squeeze that little gherkin.
You know what? It's training him for marriage when he
Yeah,
gets older.
exactly.
That's exactly
College
it.
movies.
Get
Yeah.
yourself all worked up, everything fine, you're feeling good about yourself, bam, right in the nuts.
Exactly. The beautiful part is it says this was not her first arrest. She was actually arrested, got 3 years probation in 2003 after pleading guilty to felony burglary.
Burglary?
Now imagine this, okay? This is your babysitter. You call
Yeah.
this gal up who shows up drunk. She's got a felony arrest on her record, and you want her to take care of your kids.
Nice.
The parents of these kids are the ones that ought to be in trouble. The fact that they even had her over there in the first place.
We used to have some pretty outrageous babysitters back when I was a kid. Not even like a kid where I was 12 having sex or anything like that. I mean, when I was about 8 and my brother was 9 or 10 and my sister was, 5 or whatever she was, we'd have babysitters that would come over and Central Islip, Long Island, when I was living out there, and just invite their friends over where there would be parties,
Yeah.
orgies, drugs going on. And I was more afraid of the whole thing. Like, I would just cower around. But my brother was just drinking, smoking cigarettes at like 9 years old, dude. Smoking with these local, early teen neighborhood kids, boys and girls, were over there making out on the couch and stuff like that. And Joe is like, kissing friggin' girls that are, he's 9 years old, he's making out with girls that are 13, 14, drinking my father's booze, smoking cigarettes. It was great.
Let's
and
go.
I was like, what?
Let's go to the phone real fast.
little too
Josh in Utah. Josh.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hello,
Hi, Josh. What's your story?
Yeah, man. When I was about 8 to 10, between the ages of 8 to 10, my parents were working, and I had this babysitter that was probably, I'd say, in high school at least. And she would always have me lick her pussy and shit like that. And I can remember, just freaking out. It was really hairy and it tasted really fucked up. And she would like suck on my dick a little bit, but it was never to anything to like a full, to orgasm or anything like that. But I can remember and all that kind of shit. And I wasn't one of these pussies that told my parents. Hell, I was kind of pissed when they got rid of the babysitter. So
yeah, when you're especially if you're like 11 or 12 and your 20-year-old babysitter is seducing you,
you gotta go with it.
Yeah, and you're telling your friends. That's who you're telling. You're gonna brag a little bit. You're not mentally scarred by that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't tell nobody shit. I didn't want to fucking give out the free ass, man. I wanted all that for myself.
It's so different for a boy than it is for a girl. If you had the 20-year-old guy and he was hired to watch an 11-year-old girl and, all of a sudden starts doing things, he's absolutely going to prison and it's awful and stuff. But again, you hear a story like this, you think back to when you were 11. Now, there are very mature 11 years old and very, immature. I know
certainly are.
I know. I know when I was 11 or even 12, already I was, jacking it to magazines.
Popping boners
you're
left and right.
You're looking at girls and just trying to work it and trying to get laid and everything. And, there are others that just want no part of it, and I'm sure it would just screw them up mentally if they were seduced by their babysitter. But, some of them, I guess they have sex with them, don't ever say a word, and you never hear anything of it.
Yeah.
It's the ones that rat out those little tattletales.
Yeah.
Who's going to go tell your mom?
Let's go to South Carolina. Chris, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hey.
I lived in Germany when my dad was in the military. Had a babysitter who wouldn't let me have my candy at night unless she sucked my dick.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Life is rough, man.
Really fucked me up good.
Good times.
You probably think about that every day of your life, don't you, Chris?
This discussion brought up some nice memories.
Gets a boner whenever he sees a Pez dispenser. Twizzlers. Ooh, no candy until... Nice.
Did you get the grandma sex story? Prostitution?
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
That was a beautiful one. Yeah, that
heard
popped
that
out
on Wednesday
Sunday.
this morning.
I was really excited. I thought we had something. Then it turns out she was just kind of taking the phone calls for this prostitution ring.
Yeah, it
she's
wasn't
like
really
the secretary, not really a madam.
An 80-year-old grandma was pretty much running a brothel, August Playmates. Jimmy, you know that one?
No, where are they located at, sweetie?
Police made a surprising discovery when they busted the alleged madam of a prostitution ring called August Playmates. The woman running the show was an 80-year-old grandmother, and she basically kept $60 out of every $160. That's all.
So they charge $160, she keeps $60.
She keeps
Well, that's
$60.
a big cut for just taking the phone calls.
Yeah, really,
I think
seriously.
she's doing a little more than taking the phone calls. If she's getting that big a cut.
Mm-hmm.
They said she was on oxygen, too, and in a wheelchair or something.
Yeah.
So she's really decrepit.
It would have been a better story if she was still turning the trick.
You really don't need that when you're trying to get a whore to come over. You know, what? I just wanted, how much for a blowjob? Huh?
What?
Leaving like Darth Vader with her oxygen on.
You're looking for a job?
No, I
want to get my dick sucked. Who's stuck?
I need some anal.
You kid! Listen, do these girls do Greek? What do you mean, are they weak? Miss.
I'm a bit deep.
We got another babysitter story. Glenn, what's up?
Come on, guys.
Hey.
Hey, it's Clint, not Glenn. You're screaming an idiot.
All right, sorry.
No, maybe
certainly is.
Maybe your name is Glenn and you're stupid.
Good point. I think it's the screener.
Yeah, me too.
I did the babysitter thing where I played doctor and she would tell me what to do. And she came and she would suck my cock, and then she would want me to reciprocate and do it to her. But she always had that white cottage cheese shit on her thing.
Oh, prior yeast infection.
Yeah.
That's where if you hug the stomach, it blurbs out a little bit.
Oh God!
It looks like Caesar's dressing.
Sounds like the voice of experience.
Yeah, believe me. Just want to hug her, and all of a sudden you got salad on your shoes.
Oh, Oh, God.
Well, either there's something wrong with you or your pussy's on a diet.
It's horrible.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
I want you to go down on me. All right, we'll throw a little fruit salad in there first.
I said I wanted this on the side.
Let's go to Freak Show, the trucker. Freak Show.
That's horrid.
It really is very disturbing.
Oh,
Freak Show, you got something or no?
Hello.
We lost Freak Show. He had a
Oh,
good
my
story,
God.
too. Any other
What was
stories?
that, sister?
Sister would make him eat her friends out.
Wow.
Our friends?
Yeah.
The sister was pimping out?
Wow.
Yeah.
He was 25 and the sister was 6.
Uh-oh, could be a problem.
Yeah, that's jail time.
I used to make my sister's friends do handstands whenever they had sleepover parties at my sister's house.
Jesus.
They would. I guess I was. Let me think. I was probably 9. My sister and her friends were probably 7 or something like that, and they would come over the house. Maybe I was 10. I don't even
I
remember.
thought you were talking about when we were up in Boston.
No. And my sister's friends would come over for sleepovers, and they put their little nightgowns on. Of
course.
And I would say, okay, it's time for a headstand contest. So, go against the wall and do a handstand. And they would do it, and of course their nightgowns would flop over their heads, and I'd see the little panties.
I would do that too, but then I would go, oh, your panties are showing.
Ruin the whole thing. Silly goose. You don't say anything.
I don't know.
Anything else? Punch them in their
Yeah,
genitals.
I got one more. I can't really follow up the babysitter story, but somebody stole a 300-pound Charlie Brown statue in Santa Rosa, California.
They thought it was a 300-pound Charlie Brown statue. It was actually Ben Sparks. Don't put me down, statue.
Good grief, dude. Good grief.
Yeah, you know that somewhere that story starts with this one time we were drinking, and that's how it goes.
There's always some story. Some statues getting stolen.
Yeah, exactly. They'll probably get like photographs from it. It'll be in Paris this time next week.
It's always some stone guy. Dude, you go down in his basement.
Yeah.
Dude, I stole the Ronald McDonald down from in front of McDonald's.
I rock.
And then you come down and realize, what the fuck am I going to do with this? And my dad's going to kill me when he comes down here. Ass.
Gotta love it.
Bravo. True Curtis from Fark.com.
It's a fantastic site.
Yeah,
we love it.
Love it. Go there every day.
Then you help us out. When
Someone
we have
keeps
something.
signing me up with the little extra special Fark.
Oh, yeah?
You know, that
yeah,
one?
they're buying it for you.
Yeah, they buy it for me
What is it?
every month.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Total Fark.
Total
it's the subscription
Fark.
part of it, yeah.
Which is
what's
the
in it?
subscription part. All I know is it's good for is I could then look at the subjects for the Photoshop contest well before they're posted.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 days in
So
advance. Yeah.
I could get it. I could get in there when there's only 4 or 5 of them done instead of there's already 50 and I don't even place in some of it. I get like 2 votes
Sweetie,
on my brilliant work.
Are you doing the contest?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you plug it on this radio program? Maybe people will go there and take a look at it.
It's part of I plug it on like Whackbag or something. Sometimes I'll post them over there or stuff. But no, it's fun. They give you a good subject like Photoshop. These guys going down the grass sled.
Yeah, or the one that was Photoshop scenes from Misheard Lyrics.
Yeah.
Which was one that came out yesterday. It was absolutely
That's
brilliant.
a good one.
It was a good time. So,
Gets
yeah,
you
it's
a little
stuff like that.
creativity. You get to practice with Photoshop a little bit.
Get cigars and
fun.
scotch in there to get some Photoshop
He's
work
very
done. He
talented.
certainly is.
And they're funny as hell, even if you don't Photoshop to go through
Yeah, just
them,
look
scroll
at it.
through them. You laugh your
It's
ass
kind of like
off.
our comic section for the newspaper.
Yeah,
basically.
some of these guys are really good at Photoshop, and some of them are not as good as Photoshop, but really funny concepts.
Yeah, and at least one guy's really good at MS Paint.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Oh
is
my
those
God,
things.
some of these awful ones that
Oh,
are just
jeez.
like, spray painted head on something.
Exactly, a big
horrible.
smiley face. You're just like, what the hell, man?
And you know it's never going to be good when it's prefaced with my first Photoshop attempt.
You're like, guys,
I'm trying to soften the blow, stupid.
certainly looks like
They
it.
cut the head out and it's square and the background is still on it and they slap it over a picture.
Hey, do you guys ever see that site? Someone emailed. There's a page called "I'm Smarter Than Your Kids" or "I'm Better Than Your Kids," and it's like this adult critiques the artwork of 4- and 5-year-olds.
That's good.
But he grades them and he gives them all like F's and D's because they colored outside the lines.
That's heartlessly funny.
And the really funny one was this little kid drew a fire truck with like little things coming off it, and he's like, "What is this hairy piece of shit coming?" It's like fucking 6-year-olds.
That sounds great.
Oh, it's really
We're
funny.
going to have to check that out.
Oh, we got it up over here.
Hysterical.
There's an awful picture of a dog that some kid drew.
And his line is, first of all, I don't even know what this is.
If it's supposed to be a dog, then it's the shittiest dog I've ever seen. And then there's a kid.
What a horrible human.
This is the best site ever.
Yeah,
Then
it is. That's great.
Then
Yeah.
there's a kid that's trying to draw the American flag, and it says, God bless America and you, but he spelled America wrong. So the guy writes, you spelled America wrong, asshole. Also, I could have sworn America's colors were red, white, and blue. There's no yellow anywhere, traitor. And then,
Find the fire...
Here's an Easter Bunny drawing that looks very nice from Lisa. Their ages are up here. Okay,
Age
Lisa,
6?
age 6. There's the bunny and some eggs and stuff. And
The eggs have ears, Opie.
Very
eggs have
cute.
ears, and
Oh, no.
there's something flying in the sky, and the flowers are way too big. They're
I think
bigger
those
than
are
the rabbit.
clouds, Opie. The blue clouds.
Oh yeah, blue are the clouds, and then these things, the flowers are bigger than her.
Uh-huh.
And he writes, "Holy shit! I almost had a seizure when I saw this one. 3 words, too many colors. Also, eggs aren't supposed to have ears, dipshit."
I can't read that from here. I didn't even realize that when I said that. What a fucking joke ruiner I am.
This one, a simple one-word review for, who is that, Carmen?
Yeah, Cameron.
Cameron, age 4. It just says, terrible. F.
This is a great site.
It's awesome.
Really
What's the URL on that? What's the address? It's long, yeah.
Yeah, we'll link it up to opieandanthony.com.
Go to Crappy
check
Art
it out.
2. Let me see
Yeah.
some more.
All right, hold on. You want
That
this
is
one?
fantastic.
No, okay. Wait, let me go back up here first, though, Ant. Oh, okay. Where you want me to go?
It says Crappy
Oh,
Art.
okay.
Yeah, there's like only 2 pages of it. They should have done
all right,
more.
I got you. Oh, no, I'm sure this site will explode.
Oh, there's the fire truck.
All right, fire
That's
truck
from John,
age 8.
8.
It really is a schizo fire truck. It's a mess.
It looks like he was trying to make like a hot rod kind of fire truck.
Yeah.
It looks like his little eyebrows coming off it.
And he worked very hard on it, it looks like. And
Aw.
for a kid of 8, I think that's pretty good.
And it looks like it's growing hair, and the guy writes, "Ding dong, here comes the shitmobile." I've never seen a fire truck that needed to be shaved. I would rather be burned to death than be saved by this hairy piece of shit.
Ding dong, here comes the shitmobile. Just awful.
Then they got Rachel, 7.
7 years old. What is that?
Explain that if you can, and I couldn't even explain it.
It looks like it's a blue background and just a white crayon that is, it looks to be to the left trees and water, maybe an island and a huge wave. Is that washing over the island?
I don't.
That's the only way I can interpret that.
Looks like a rainbow almost.
It's supposed
with
to
no
be
color.
a rainbow.
Is it a rainbow?
Yeah, because I'm reading
But
what...
it's one color.
I'm reading what the guy, his review.
All right.
So it's all done in white. So he writes, "That's interesting. Everyone in this picture is white. Even the rainbow is white. Perhaps in an ideal world, everyone would be white. Isn't that right, Rachel? Or should I call you racist? Nice try, Hitler. F." Then we got 2 more, I guess. 3 more. What is this?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Some of these kids are really bad artists.
What is it, though? I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It's just a mess.
Looks like a little house.
Jason, age 6. Yeah, I guess it looks like a house, right?
A little 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Maybe a house in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
This one would receive an A if the assignment was to throw as much random shit onto a paper as poorly as you can. I've pissed patterns on snow that look more coherent than this. F.
I love that one. It's a really bad car with 1 green wheel and 1 orange and like a little box on top of it. It's an awful car.
Because it's from a 4-year-old.
That's right.
Little Seth.
It's little Seth.
Little Seth made a little thing. You can barely even make out that it's any kind of mobile at all, because the only thing that kind of gives it away are the 2 different colored and different size wheels. And it looked like he was trying to make some grass, so he just scribbled green somewhere.
Yeah, it's driving sideways into the grass.
Yeah.
The only way to explain it. Or the grass is up and down.
Up and down in front of it, and then there's a yellow sun, of course.
All right.
And
And
the
the review is Vroom F.
And finally, a nice Christmas scene. You got the Christmas tree.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know what that is.
From Kelly?
I guess that's a present with a bow.
Yeah, and a snowman.
And a snowman.
And it says Merry
Christmas.
Right. In red and green writing, and that's from Kelly.
Age 9.
Age 9.
This was a Christmas gift from Kelly to her parents. Good job, Kelly. Now pack up your shit and find a foster home. If my kids try to pass this off as a gift, they'd come home from school and find all their shit outside in a box. What a lousy gift. Seriously. Then you give them video games and toys, and they give you some half-ass drawing with a crooked tree. I wonder how much a gift like this would get someone back. would set someone back. Sorry, 5 maybe 10 minutes to find a napkin and some markers. F.
It's a funny site, man.
Heartless bastard
awesome,
here.
yeah.
He's funny.
Good times.
Okay.
It's a great site.
Beautiful.
I can't believe how much I rule. More crappy children's artwork. So there you go. The website will be linked on opieandanthony.com. We'd give it out, but it really is too bad that the URL is really long and complicated. And
There's like something for everyone out there in the internet,
there is.
man. There's
Yeah.
like it's these little sites with the long URLs that you never find, you never bump into. They're occupying space on the internet. They're entertaining as hell, but you just got to trip on them over time. And glad we found that one.
Basically, yeah.
Very good, Jimmy.
let's say hi
Good
to
find.
Hot Carl. Hot Carl?
Hot Carl.
Hot Carl.
What's up, Hot Carl?
Hey, I got a babysitter story for you.
I'll bet you do.
When I was about 12 or 13, this little girl down the street, her and I had the same babysitter, and our parents would go out partying, whatever. And the little girl that got babysitted with me, she is like not quite 2 years younger than me, so it wasn't quite pedophile thing, but she would always drop her drawers for me every night we'd get babysitted together. Let me see her little hairless pussy. First piece of pussy I ever got. All right, whatever. Punch it out. You guys are awesome. Punch it out.
All right. Thank you. All right. Well, Drew Curtis, thanks so much, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks
Drew,
for having
once
me.
again, thank you for popping in.
Another
Yeah,
fine
no problem.
appearance from Drew Curtis,
Fark.com.
FARK.com. Yeah, Ben is freaking out because you were moving that mic like crazy.
Oh, I didn't realize it. But they have to. Well, they can oil it again.
It was really bad that time, though.
Okay. I do. Hold on. Then they can they earl it?
Ben.
All right,
Too late.
Gamefly.com, Anthony. This is a great service. We like these guys a lot because you could try out games for, I was going to say free, but almost for free.
Very reasonable.
Yeah.
What's great about it is you don't have to buy games and get them home and realize they stink. You go to Gamefly.com, and they let you take out 2 games at a time, games you keep as long as you want, no late fees. And if you like the game you're playing, you click on the Keep It in your game queue, and you get the bin condition box and the manual, everything you would get in the store delivered to you, all at a great member discount.
It just reminds me I'm playing, people are going to laugh at me because everyone's really into Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
I love all the golf games. I've played them all.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Hot Shots 4, F-O-R-E, and then, the 4th version.
4, like golf, 4.
Kind of cute, right? And I'm way into the game, and then every once in a while you have to do a trial, round.
Yeah.
Where you have to beat the course. You have to, in this case, I had to get -3. Or better, meaning,
They have things like that on Tiger Woods where
do
you
they?
got it. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one, if you land in the rough, +2, just like that.
Oh, wow.
So every drive has to hit the fairway, and it's some kind of like British Open type course with the deep bunkers. It's real pain in the ass.
Windy.
Oh, the wind's blowing like crazy.
Yeah.
So you're starting the ball way off on the right, praying that it's going to come back into the fairway. If it doesn't, you lose 2 right off the bat. I played I was trying to beat the trial round for a week straight. Friday night, I stayed up till like 3 in the morning. Still didn't beat it. And then Saturday morning, I went right back to it after like 5-6 hours sleep, right? And all of a sudden, what was I? 7 under on the front 9.
Yeah.
I'm having a career round with this stupid game, right? And now I'm drinking coffee because it's, Saturday morning. And now I have like caffeine just shooting through my veins. So my trigger finger's getting all like squirrely and stuff. And I'm starting to blow it slowly but surely. Double bogey, bogey. And all of a sudden my 7 under is now 2 under. I'm blowing the whole fucking game when I had it beat like no problem.
It's always the way.
But finally I got past that, and now I could join the real world again. Because that's the problem with me and video games. I have this OCD thing, and when I get hooked on a game, I cannot put it down. I'll blow off everything else. I know I'm not saying anything that others haven't heard, but with me, it's something I cannot even fathom, putting the game down until
People
I finally
do that.
beat it.
There's very few casual gamers. There's people that are so dedicated and into their video games. I got roped back in. Big
hours
laugh
though.
At what I got roped back into.
Yes.
What?
Star Wars Galaxies.
Oh, really?
I'm back.
Wow.
Jump to Light Speed expansion they put out. I'm in deep now. I'm back. I'm back, fully involved in it. I hate myself for it. I reactivated my account. I'm there. My accounts by the way. Reactivated my accounts because I need the doctor and the fighter. So I'm playing, 2 at once.
Really?
Like Emerson, Lake, and Palmer on the keyboard there.
Just
I got
jamming away.
like 2 levels. I'm my own team.
Do they show Darth Vader in it?
I think, like, if you get it in a certain area or a certain level, you can. I've given up trying to be a Jedi. It's impossible.
Just like Episode 3, you get to see Darth for like 2 minutes at the end of the
2
game.
seconds.
Actually, it's a lot easier now, Ant.
To become a Jedi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
all,
know.
it's all quest.
I'm still trying to relearn the game. It's pissing me off. I
That's the
log
other
back
thing.
in.
If you
they
drop it-
completely changed the game.
But also, you develop certain skills depending on the game you play, and then you blow it off for 2 or 3 weeks. And you're like, oh wait, how
What
do
did
I
I
move my
do?
guy again? And how do I do? And
Now picture not only forgetting how to work the game, but them changing it around on you. They changed everything.
That's only recent, the last
You
3
can
weeks.
the combat
Combat
upgrade. They changed the game. They made it now where you can re-specify and reallocate points that you had gained and all that. So it took me forever to get these things, and now people can just throw them around into different categories.
Yeah, well,
I'm puzzled, but I
was talking to my brother over the weekend, and his wife got him PlayStation for Christmas because he's like me with the weird OCD thing that only kicks in every once in a while. He told his wife, just take it back.
Really?
He didn't even want to be tempted.
Don't want to get involved.
No. Didn't even want to be tempted. He's like, just bring it back to the store. I mean, I would love that, but I know that it's just dangerous. It's
going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem. I mean, some people just know. Like, and then I finally beat that level, and then I didn't want to play anymore. Now that game's just done. Even
It's
though
done.
I have more to do, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That was the challenge, I guess.
The most dangerous ones for me are the massive multiplayer online games. Because if I get a game like, Half-Life, and I play it, I'll play it till the end, and then I'm done with it. I might revisit it, the online version a couple of times, or Splinter Cell, you play that, you're done with it. But these games, you get on there, and there's no end to it. There's no end game.
No.
I gotta mine more iron. I have to mine more iron tonight.
What are you doing? You mine iron, though?
I'm mining iron. You survey the ground, and then you mine and collect the iron so you can use it as a component to build things. Or, if you don't want to just sit and mine iron and you want to go off and do other things, you could set up a whole mining complex that will mine for you. But that has to be maintained and paid for and collected and stored and powered. And to power it, you need to build and buy a powered plant, which then has to be, you have to allocate money for that. And then your stores have to go in a house or a factory or a warehouse, and then you build things and you have to sell them on the...
I'm listening to you. I'm actually...
It goes on and on.
And then you have to explain, like, oh, no, the children's fingers are good for cleaning out the munitions. They have small hands.
Small hands. I am essential to the war
I'm
effort.
essential to the Star Trooper. To the Star Trooper.
Star Trooper.
That shows you how much I care about those games, but I can still learn to improv a little.
It's a nightmare, though. I won't even attempt the online gaming because I know I'm done.
You just get engrossed.
Because somehow I need an ending.
No, there is no ending.
I know. I don't know.
There's no end game.
I don't know how that would play out in my head. I'm not even, I don't.
Just when you're going, like, say you go out after a certain enemy, and you beat them, but the battle is really rough. Your weapons are just strong enough to kill them after almost dying yourself. But you get there and you go, if I get better weapons, I could come back and just wipe the shit out of these people. Then you upgrade, you get up a level, you get better weapons, but there's no reason to go back and kill those people that were so tough. So you're on to killing another enemy that's a little tougher, and you're in the same boat you were just in. That's why there's no end game. There's always something ahead that you have to do that's equally as difficult as the thing you just did. So it doesn't end.
No, no.
I
don't know how that would. I'm not kidding. I don't know how.
You got to try it.
You have to set goals.
Set goals. All right, Mr. Macro Maker.
So what's the goal? I'm going to get
He's
pussy?
the worst. He's the worst gamer ever. He makes these things called macros. Now, they're small programs that the game runs that you type in.
They run within
and
the
what
game.
they run within the game. So say you want to harvest iron. You find the survey spot, and you would have to sit there and click sample, 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 or rest when you get too tired, and then after you're done resting, you can sample more. He writes these programs so he can leave. I'm sure the game is running right now as we speak. His macros are running the game for him, and he's making money. He's harvesting things. He's killing things. All sitting here. The game plays itself.
That's
Dude, there's these
crazy.
virtual worlds that are running themselves with your computers at home. People aren't even playing.
You play a video game and then leave?
I'm not even.
He's
I'm
not
playing
even
right now.
still playing.
Oh, I do the same thing with movies. I got one running right now. I'm not even going to watch it. What the fuck's the use of that? It's stupid.
Like Ant was saying, you have to do all these tasks.
Joshua's still playing the game.
Hello, Big Kev.
He still has to figure that stuff out before he leaves, though, and then he could go back and check it out to see, where he's at.
Now when he comes back, he's collected so many things. Now he can build things.
As far as setting goals, it's funny because with this stupid Hot Shots game, which is a lot simpler than the games you guys are talking about, obviously, I'm like, all right, I'll play till 11 o'clock. I'll give myself to
that game.
I'll play until 11, and then that's it. That's it. Then I'll go out or do something. Next thing you know, it's 1. All right, I'll only give myself to 1:30.
Yeah.
And then it just never ends.
I don't like doing those things that Ant said and mining the ore and all that. So what I do is I just get tons of money using macros and I just buy everything I need.
You buy everything you need instead of making it and actually getting points. And
You know what the goal should be? To you keep playing until you can get a stole.
Oh.
These suck.
Oh
boy.
I was going to say a stool and a rope. So I put them together. Get a stole.
A stole. You know what I mean.
You can wear it. You throw it around your shoulders.
Let's go to Ryan in Florida. We're talking about GameFly.com. We'll get back to that in a second. Yeah. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, guys. Games look good, man. It gives all of us married stiffs. We don't have to worry about the women so much, man. You can just go play your game. You don't have to worry about trying to get, a piece of tail.
I have a great game for you. How about getting the rowboat, bitch? That's a fun one if you're married.
Let's say hi to Ian in Massachusetts.
Now I have to make my getaway good.
That's right.
Right?
Wow.
I have a throw the wife overboard macro.
Yeah. Let me mine for a hot aerobics teacher.
Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Ian.
Yeah, I was playing Splinter Cell. I was hooked on that game 5 days straight, no sleep.
Splinter Cell's a great game, man.
Really was.
Really is a lot of fun. And I'm not into third-person shooters like that, but Splinter Cell's the only one that's really good. There's a lot of cool moves you could do. You get up between the two walls, and a lot of stealth. It's not just run in there and shoot. And you can drop down on people, smash them. You could sneak up, grab them by the neck, interrogate them, and then snap their neck or stab them or knock them out.
It's intense.
It's a good game. A lot of I like games that have a lot of things to do. Like somebody brought up City of Heroes.
Sucks.
I wasn't into it. I tried it. It's another one of these massive multi online games, and there just isn't enough things to do. That's why Galaxies is cool because, and a lot of people say it's monotonous or redundant, but there's so much to do. There's if you just want to craft shit or mine stuff and sell it, you don't even have to battle at all. If you just want to battle, and now with Lightspeed, you're up in space.
Right.
You build ships, you modify them till you really have a good kick-ass one. So I like games where there's a lot to do. I'm not one of those, just give me a controller that I could hit this key 8 billion times to shoot something.
All right.
I like them complicated.
Jimmy, what's up?
Yo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go buy a boat and rent a gun, man. You're saying you're single, you have money, and you're playing fucking games till 3 o'clock in the morning? At least Norton gets whores. What the fuck are you
What is 3 o'clock in the morning a no-fuck zone, my friend?
I'm doing
There's fucking after 3 a.m.
Good point, Ant.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy, trust me, I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, I know, but still, man, I mean, I live vicariously through your eyes. I mean, I'm married.
Yeah, well, you want to live through Ope's eyes? You have to move to 10 Town. I languish in Forestville, and occasionally I'll tap into 5 Town, but...
Let's just put it this way. Jim's stories are exciting and they're fun to listen to. If I told my stories, you'd kill yourself.
Because they're just healthy and annoying.
The hot chick in Forestville. She's still only a 4.
She's still only a 4. Occasionally, once in a while, I get lucky and I take a ride into the village of 6.
But never Seventropolis.
No, Seventropolis is way too expensive. And 10 Town, I mean, they actually divert any plane I'm on around it. I'm not even allowed to fly over 10 Town.
All right, well.
You're on their no-fly list.
You get the point. Video games are addicting.
Yes, Gamefly.com. That's where we were.
Oh, yeah, Gamefly.com. So a lot of these games we just talked about, some of them you hated, and this is a good service for people that play a lot of games because you can rent them online and try them out before you buy them.
Check them out because some of them don't come cheap. You don't want to be stuck with a game you don't like. It only costs $21.95 a month. You can start with a free 2-week trial, no commitments. You cancel it anytime you want. You can start playing the latest releases. All those games you wanted to play for all the platforms. Over 2,500 titles to choose from. And no late fees. No shipping charges either way. Check them out. Go to their site, Gamefly.com. That's Gamefly.com, and you can put the /XM after Gamefly.com to let them know where you heard it. Gamefly.com.
Like sand through the hourglass, so is the Owenay virus.
When we were driving in D.C., we saw a car next to us, and my girlfriend looks down into the car, and there's a Sirius unit. It's stuck to the windshield. It's like a windshield-mounted thing, and it was so big. We were laughing so hard at it because it was giant. And it was taking up so much of the windshield that it was a hazard. It was an absolute hazard to the people that were driving around this car. And we could not stop looking or laughing at it. Like, I had to drive next to the person to see how they could possibly drive with this huge piece of hardware right in their vision. Amazing, the people over there at Sirius actually crowing about this equipment that is just archaic and huge. It probably also doubles as a windshield defroster in the winter with the heat coming off the tubes in there. It just keeps the windshield clean, so maybe they do have a plus.
Oh, that's classic. Very nice.
I just got a Sirius unit.
Oh, that's the thing you're talking about?
No, dude, it was bigger than this, I swear. It was more horizontal than this one is vertical. And it just took up the whole windshield. And Faggot Hawk from OpieAnthony.net is all pissed off. Sirius Radio's large piece of equipment. We get it. Get off the size of fucking Sirius units already. Why? They're big and it's funny. They're big and they try to make it sound like they're new modern equipment and it's funny. You ass shit. You know what? You're getting banned. There you go. I'm banning you.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Nine Inch Nails still doing it, huh?
On CBS.
CBS FM.
Nin. It's Nin, dude.
All right. I am better than you. I am better than your kids. It's now linked.com. Our new favorite site. We're going to try to get the guy on the show tomorrow or the next day or something like that.
Look at that.
Blah, blah, so.
All right. Scumbag.
All right, Anthony, a couple things. We got to clean up some stuff here. We got the Russell Crowe story. I don't know. Is there anything there, really?
No surprises.
Yeah, let's.
I just don't know. The guy obviously drunk. Is that the problem?
Yeah, let's play.
Drunk and a little mad that his movie got horrid reviews.
Well, let's play the news story real fast to get everyone up to speed, and then we'll talk about it for a minute or two.
An Academy Award-winning actor Russell Crowe is arrested early this morning at a Soho hotel. Eyewitness News reporter Carolina Terrazona is joining us live now from Tribeca with more on the story and
Eating
what exactly
crow
happened.
today.
Carolina.
Well, Lori, Russell Crowe is still here in the 1st Precinct in Lower Manhattan. He's been charged with assault. Police...
Oh, she can't speak.
No.
Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe. Is she like Mayor Menino's daughter or something?
Alina?
Well, Lori, Russell Crowe is still here in the 1st Precinct in Lower Manhattan. He's been charged with assault. Police say he was staying at the Mercer Hotel in Soho. He was in New York promoting his new movie, Cinderella Man, at about 4:20 this morning.
Nice.
He apparently got into an argument with a hotel employee over a long-distance phone call. Officials say he struck that hotel worker with the phone, and that worker was treated for minor injuries. Now, Crowe is expected to leave the precinct sometime this morning. He will be taken to central booking, where he will be arraigned.
God, we had a perfect opportunity for an assault on the media today.
Down there, I'm sure.
Yeah, Mercer Kitchen on Mercer Street. We ate a little lunch there one day.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's a real fancy hotel. Someone showed me that.
Is it?
It's not like the Soho
Is it
Grand.
fancy schmancy?
Yeah, they say it's really highfalutin.
Highfalutin.
I think we got a little more on the story.
Russell Crowe, huh?
Boy.
Didn't show up for a PR gig the other day because it's got bad ratings, I guess.
Bad reviews, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's not happy.
No, and then he couldn't make a call to Australia. I think that sort of got his temper up.
Steve's going to go over and bail him out later on. It'll be fine. It'll be all right.
We'll just pull a couple bucks, get Russ out.
Here's what's going
Bail
on.
him out,
It'll be a
Billy
pretty
Boy.
good day, as a matter of fact.
Why don't you bail him out, Billy Boy? Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
favorite team?
That's the Billy and Steve show.
Hey, Billy Boy. Yeah, that guy's just known to be really obnoxious. Yeah, get drunk, screw everyone's girls, and have fights.
Gotta respect that.
And Cinderella Man got really bad reviews, so he decided to stop doing interviews and stuff for it, and he's uptight because of that, and then he couldn't make a phone call.
A little argument with one of his co-stars also.
Really?
I don't know. One of the guys that plays another fighter. He's kind of has a problem with him. Says he wasn't a seasoned actor and had some problems. I don't know. It just sounds like a
Blaming
real
part
prick.
of the failure of the movie on him.
Well, that guy.
What a dick. He is a great actor, though. You got to give him that. He is a great actor, Russell Crowe.
And the guy he hit with the phone just got a big raise, huh?
Sure did.
Oh yeah, you can't get hit by a phone by a celebrity and not really cash in on it. But what guy couldn't make a long distance call and he throws the phone at him
4:30 in the morning.
It's kind of nice.
I kind of like that. It's the way you should treat a hotel employee. I'm an Oscar winner. I want to call Australia. Chop, chop, boy.
Move it.
All right, there's not much there, I guess.
They should hand you the phone with your number already dialed because you're important and you're thinking of acting.
Right.
You're a big man on campus. BMOC, as I say.
Also last night, the Tony Awards.
Ooh.
Ah.
Who saw the Tony Awards?
Oh.
Hawk?
No.
You're usually up on these things.
Who saw the Tony Awards around here?
Eh?
Jimmy? Anyone?
No way.
Wasn't me.
Darn it.
Oh, they were last night.
Darn it, I missed it.
Probably.
I forgot.
Probably huge news and talk about it on the Broadway channel here on XM.
Oh, very good.
I
Very
bet
good.
that's like the thing that's going down.
I bet you it was Christmas for the Broadway channel.
Might as well be.
Might as well be Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Well, Nathaniel put this together. People bombing at the 2005 Tony Awards. He says people, but it's only just a couple here.
Well, they're
Billy
people.
Crystal
They're
and-
people.
Yeah,
How many?
yes. Well, a few.
If he said persons, you would have...
Person.
Person plus 2?
I guess you're right.
3 is people.
But it's a lot. You know why I'm saying that? Because I see a lot of Billy Crystal and just maybe one other.
Oh, well, he has his one-man show, and apparently that won some awards.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the awards are for the Tonys.
I think he won most likely to blow off another comic at a premiere.
Photo cock blocker.
Well, he didn't... Oh, yeah. No cameras.
No cameras.
All right, why don't we play the first clip? Here's Billy Crystal.
What do you point at?
Thank you and good evening. I am thrilled to be here, and I also have an announcement. I, too, am head over heels in love with Katie Holmes. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Welcome to the 59th Annual Tony Awards, or as CBS calls them, CSI Broadway.
He's killing.
He's killing.
Boy, real bomb. Good one. Clip there. Pick the one with the applause breaks.
I'm sorry. He wasn't bombing in the actual venue, but I just thought the joke stunk. I shouldn't have.
Oh well, he should be concerned about that.
Well, I thought
I'm killing in front of this crowd that I'm in front of, but I'm a little perturbed. Nathaniel didn't enjoy my material.
That's right.
I thought you guys would think the jokes weren't that sweet and want to make fun of them.
And not Nathaniel Lane, but the other fag Nathaniel.
That's me.
Well, why don't we try another one?
All right.
Another bomb.
He doesn't bomb. I'm going to say that right now. So let's.
No, according to Nathaniel, what does that say?
What's that say,
What does that say, Anthony?
I can't read it. The gleam off of Danny's smiling teeth. The gleam, the sun reflecting off his huge smile.
Boy, how things turn fast around here.
They sure do, Opie.
It says on this, people bombing at the 2005 Tony Awards. So
people bombing.
Why is Golden Boy in there smiling?
Here's more of Billy Crystal bombing last night.
Now, I should point out that we'll be doing a few different things tonight, like all of the songs from all the nominated musicals will be sung by Beyonce.
She sang everything at the Oscars.
In French.
sang in French, yes.
Good place to play the crickets, even though you wouldn't hear them over the raucous laughter and clapping. I'd love to have a shitty set like that at the Tonys. That's terrible.
This is awful. How can he go on?
He's bombing if he's doing a eulogy and getting that response. Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Opie, can I see that CD for a sec?
No, don't show me the CD. I want to hear more bombs. This is good.
Maybe he slowly goes down the tubes, and by
Yeah.
the end, you forget that he was killing it.
That's right.
Well, that's right. Than, there's a method to it. Than's good.
Here's more Billy Crystal bombing at the 2005 Tony Awards. Billy Crystal talking about Deep Throat, I guess.
It's the excitement of being in front of this live audience. That they laugh, they cry. It's unpredictable what happens. It's their...
Why are you laughing because the phone's ringing, though? And
Can
who
I-
the fuck farted?
Can I say why? Can I say why they're laughing?
Yeah, that was the whole problem that Billy Crystal had at his show with people's cell phones ringing.
yes,
He had to
that-
actually leave the performance and come back, and the phone was ringing again.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's all right. And me, to answer your other question.
That is brutal, dude.
Sorry, I get nervous.
I didn't get it.
You will.
Lady, is that your phone? Or something else that you have with you that does that? What jerk would bring a cell phone to the Tonys? Oh, God, it's mine. Sorry, I have to take this. Hello?
Billy, it's Hugh. Ring.
Who? Hugh?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Panero?
I know it's me, but who are you?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Somebody help me. Oh, you. Hi. Listen, I'm glad it's you. For a second, I was worried it was Deep Throat. You know, Harvey Firestein.
Oh, hey, huh?
But look.
There you go. Fag joke.
It's a good joke.
Wow, he's bombing.
What a terrible set this is. Wow, this reminds me of the Apollo.
Where's Sandman to shuffle out and hook him?
Yeah, the way they laugh and clap until you walk off to a standing ovation. That's awful.
Nathaniel is really uncomfortable right now.
Why would he be uncomfortable? Just because he has completely the wrong reaction to the...
Yeah. This is good, because when he performs, he probably goes, wow, I was killing. Thinking that killing is when they're silent
Right.
and not saying
He
anything.
thinks he has a good set if he walks out and it's like Anne Frank's attic. Fantastic. They all just laid there in a small space.
All right, well, so far...
No one else is getting beat up for bombing right now.
No, it's a good one.
So far, 3 for 3 here.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal's killing.
Can I call you back? Because, honestly, I'm right in the middle of the Tony Awards. And
I know, Billy, I'm not quite sure how to say this because, well, you're the man, but I'm actually hosting the Tony Awards tonight.
No, you're not. Mate. No, it's Sunday night. I'm in a tux, and I'm happy to be a Tony nominee.
Yeah, well, I have a Tony.
A Tony. I have a Tony. Oh, how the hell... Boy, if he isn't two different people. How the hell is he Wolverine? And that fag on Broadway. He shaves off the beard, he takes the blades out of his knuckles, and he tucks down that ear hair thing he does, and all of a sudden he's a song and dance man.
How do you know?
You seen clips of him? Who is he? He plays that
boy from Oz.
He plays that fag. What's his name? The boy from Oz.
Bert Lahr?
No.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with Oz. It has to do with, I guess, his love of Judy Garland.
All right, well...
Alan.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or is his last name Allen?
Alan Hunter.
Peter Allen.
Oh.
Peter Allen.
That's who he's
The
playing?
gay guy Peter Allen. It's his life story on Broadway, and Hugh Jackman is playing him.
A year ago.
And he does, when my baby comes to me, Rio de Janeiro. No? Nothing?
Did it last night on the broadcast, I heard.
Did he? Sure he did. Look, I just know because it's Hugh Jackman, and I'm a big X-Men fan, and you know, he's Wolverine.
Is that how you know?
And that's how I know. I swear.
That big gloved hand is pointing at you so it doesn't get your blood on it.
Oh, we better keep Anthony happy today.
This could be the gayest song ever.
It's a really long intro.
Is it? How do you know? faggot.
I saw the show.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Did you really?
I did.
How was it?
It was good.
Do you have to bring a dildo to put on the seat, or do they leave one there in the theater for you? Awful.
This is when the whole chorus line shuffles out in their tattered robes and slippers.
Little dog yelping behind them. The dog smells that something is wrong because they're not being fed as often. I'd love to feed you, but I'm just too tired to get out of bed.
And then there's a whole nother group of people. They come out on stage dressed as big T's, and then they slowly leave the stage, so there's only one left. Oh, that's great. So Hugh Jackman, does he have to get romantic with another man on stage?
Yes, he did.
He does? Is there kissing?
I don't remember if it went that far. It was a year ago.
Does he whoosh the blades out of his knuckles and shove them up a man's ass?
If only.
If only. Wow.
You're a real actor.
You didn't know that Hugh Jackman was, you ever see X-Men? Opie? You never saw X-Men?
Oh,
No.
my God.
Come on.
It's good, Ope.
What's the matter with you?
All right, I'll watch
You got to
it.
see X-Men.
That's right.
Yeah.
X-Men 2.
When does this song start?
When this music
Now.
Oh.
You were right, Kev.
Is this Hugh Jackman doing it?
Yep.
Fucking musicals are horrendous.
Aren't they just bad?
Who could enjoy that?
Well,
That is terrible.
Oh.
It's terrible.
Is it? Is it really? Is
Yeah. Hi, baby, my baby.
When my baby.
Fuck you.
When my baby.
God, is that just flamboyant and horrendous?
Well, let's see if Mario Cantone bombed at the Tonys last night.
All right.
Old friend of the program.
Mario Cantone, uber gay.
Bombed on his special.
Bombing. Did he?
Oh, it was terrible.
His,
hear him here.
his show got bad reviews.
One man showed it, yeah.
Laugh.
Mario and I are so happy to be here tonight.
Who's with
and
him?
be presenting this very prestigious.
Dan?
The chick from Will and Grace with the bad voice.
Oh, right. She does the M&M commercials.
Wait, is she one of the 4 stars?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm just saying.
She's
I
the sassy broad.
I did the Tonight Show with her. I don't know.
Oh.
Aren't you doing the Tonight Show soon?
Next Monday.
Next Monday? You're doing the Tonight Show next Monday, Jimmy?
Yeah, supposedly.
So proud.
It's me and Hillary Duff and Joe Perry.
Very nice.
Really?
Good lineup.
Category.
The nominees for Best Supporting Rap Actress in a Drama are Queen Latifah, Little Eve, Kim, and Foofy Foof.
Yeah. Honey, I'm not sure that's the category.
All right.
Let's try it again.
All right.
Go for it.
The nominees for Best Bookie in My Family are my mother, my father, my cousin Victor, and Joe the Barber from Flushing. All right.
I'll take it from here.
All right, Nathaniel. 1 out of 7's not bad.
But that got laughs. It shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It was awful.
See, he comes from an Italian family in Boston. He's been doing that bit for a long time.
Do you suck dicks?
And he goes from faggy to acting overly macho, but he doesn't sound overly macho when he's trying to be overly macho.
I'll bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around.
I'm just not a fan of enough with the flamboyant gay thing,
Yeah.
and even the ironic masculine. Who cares?
All right, let's go to
Fucking cares.
Nathan Lane bombing, according to Nathaniel.
Thank you. In light of recent events, I have a confession to make. I am the son of Deep Throat. And like the Washington Post expose, I too was conceived in a parking garage. But enough about me. It's really crazy backstage. I got to tell you, just before the show started, Elaine Stritch got into a fight with a stagehand, and then inexplicably started squeezing Hugh Jackman's buttocks. And by the time they sedated her, she had punched out 2 cops and was holding Norbert Leo Butz hostage, threatening to kill one of his 3 names.
Oh, my God. I have no idea who they're talking about.
I hate when...
He should fucking fall on
I
a
hate when
sword.
people use award shows for political means, but I do have a message for Saddam Hussein. For the love of God, switch to boxers. I'm here tonight.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
That shot of Saddam Hussein is one of the funniest shots in recent
with
memory.
his sack?
With his droopy
Wearing
underpants.
Fruit of the Looms?
His droopy underpants.
His big ball sack, his big Iraqi ball sack hanging
Big
down.
fucking big uncut gift. Unclipped dictator. Shoving that into your woman while he fucking tightens things on your fingers for information. What a creep.
All right, Nathaniel, that was
Peter
great.
Allen died of the HIV, right?
Yes.
And did they portray that in the Broadway show?
Yes.
How does Hugh Jackman show that he's got the HIV?
I believe he wears a scarf.
A scarf?
Jesus.
The scarf of the HIV. He doesn't wear a robe, though? And
I don't remember.
Wears a quilt.
And then is there a big donation portion of the program where you can give...
Here, pass it
I know
along.
that's big on Broadway.
Saddam Hussein in his underpants.
Oh, there's the picture. Oh,
it's just the best.
That's everyone waking up in the morning. Just, well, fuck it.
By the way, that was a very unceremonious exit from the studio by Nathaniel.
Yeah, he's kind of bummed.
Wow.
out.
He just slinked out.
I said thanks, and he walked out.
Hey, some days you're making the news with a great appearance in a reporter firing.
That's right.
And the next
other
you
days
don't know
you're
what
fired.
the word bomb means.
Yeah, other days you're wrecking the show.
All right, Big Kev, you saw Batman.
Poor
huh?
Nathaniel.
I did.
He really is annoyed. Oh, he really is.
He really
He
is.
wanted to smack me in the face with that last one.
Of course he did.
He tried. He actually gave us good radio, just not the way he wanted.
Certainly did.
Uh,
If you want to feel better about yourself, it's a little more than Dan gave us.
Big Kev saw Batman.
How was it?
The new Batman.
I don't give a shit.
Remarkable.
The new Batman. Yes.
You're-
Everyone's psyched for this.
He's one of, 200 people that have seen the movie so far?
200 people, yeah. I was the first audience, to see it.
But wasn't there, I just could care less about fucking Batman, the
Why?
80s. The fucking guys that get to play it. This one's this time. It's like, just get one guy who's good.
This
Christian
one guy.
No, what happened was the franchise died. It was dead.
No, it was killed.
It was
Didn't
killed.
just die.
I mean, when was the last one? Like 7 years ago? 6 years ago? Something like that?
Was it really?
Now,
Yeah,
this
6 or
one-
7 years ago, and they gave up on it, but then you got, all these movies coming out now, so obviously they got to bring it back.
No
They got-
wackiness or zaniness in this
nothing.
at all.
Nope.
This is cool.
Not
Kind of the
one bit.
beginning of him being Batman.
Yep.
That sounds very cool.
A lot darker, right?
A lot darker.
Who's the bad guy in it? Who's the criminal?
It's Ra's al Ghul.
Liam Neeson's in it, right?
Liam Neeson is in it. Ken Watanabe is in it. Cillian Murphy from 28 Days Later is playing the Scarecrow. He's fantastic.
Well, who's the bad guy?
I was supposed to be the Scarecrow
Yeah,
Robin.
that's right.
Now, when he was saying that,
Yeah. Tell him, Fred.
they were casting me as Scarecrow Robin.
Right before Batman and Robin came out, they were saying that, and then that was
Yeah.
the end of that.
Tell
Shut
him,
up.
Fred.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Get your Fart Man movie made, why don't you?
Yeah, it's absolutely the new Batman movie is absolutely a real. It's you totally believe everything about it. It's not like Tim Burton. There's no all stylized Gotham looks like some crazy madman's
I like
dream
Tim
of
Burton,
life.
though.
I like
Something
him
out of a
too.
Tim Burton movie.
I like him too, but this is Gotham looks like a real place, and everything is plausible. The entire everything in the film is with some
Not over the
exceptions, is
top or
plausible. Exactly.
wackiness or something
None of
like
that. None of it.
That's cool.
Where's Robin?
No Robin.
How is he not in it? Robin was in every Batman ever, and they put him in one of the 8 movies. Maybe that's why the franchise eats ass.
Why Robin was so great?
Burt Ward with that big bulge? Yes, he was.
Burt Ward was the worst.
Kapow!
Kapow! Yeah, that whole Batman take, the TV series one, was awful. I was entertained by that, like when I was 7. And then by 8, you're watching going, this is bullshit.
That would have been a great movie if they had that awful narrator and the things.
Meanwhile, look, pow, bam, bash.
Kablanc.
They show all of his training. They show how he gets all of the weaponry and vehicles and all the rest of it. And
Yeah.
the cave and everything. It's fantastic.
Who's the old guy?
Alfred?
Alfred.
That's Michael Caine.
Michael Caine
wow.
is Alfred. Very
They
good.
changed Alfred's too. They just fucking change everybody in these movies. I can't get into
Because
them.
it's a separate
sequel.
entity.
This is a complete,
I don't care what it
Is
is.
it-
It's the same character and it stinks. I
This
don't
has
like
nothing to do with the other movies.
No,
Christian
not at
Bale
all.
is Batman and looking like he knows what he's doing.
And he's got a little psycho behind his eyes, and it's perfect.
I just
Yeah.
hate the way they did that. Like
Really?
I like Tobey Maguire. They got Spider-Man. That's the guy who's Spider-Man. That's who you relate to as Spider-Man. You know, the X-Men, they keep changing the characters. Hugh Jackman's got to play Wolverine. Patrick Stewart's got to play the other guy. I mean, why don't they just keep switching them? And you'd be like, this fucking blows.
That's not going to happen again. Now, Christian Bale is signed for 3 movies.
Hawk.
So there's going to be no...
And then he's going to jump on a horse and break his back, I hear.
What happened to him?
No, that awful new Superman. We'll deal with that
Because Hawk always gives you these great notes with no information. Alfred died. Well, I don't care.
Oh,
Shut up.
Enough.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez. This is part of his training. We're trying to toughen him up. It's brutal to watch. All right. Anyway, so you loved the movie.
Yeah, it was fantastic. You really should go see it immediately.
Oh, I will definitely see the new Batman.
Immediately.
I saw some stuff also about Saw 2.
Saw 2?
Yeah, the sequel's
Yeah.
coming.
I like the first one, except for, what's his name? Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
He was in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get him and the other guy mixed up.
And you have
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
That sounded really awful.
You almost did. I saw you. You ran up to that mic.
Yeah, there were like 3 different ones I could think of in a second.
Morgan Freeman
One begins with a K, one begins with a mighty.
A mighty. Holy shit. You are awful. He really is. Oh, God.
And Morgan Freeman's in the Batman movie.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All
right. Thank you, Big
What
Kev.
other superhero movies coming out, though? There's
the
Fantastic
awful,
Four.
Yeah, which is going to be a bomb.
I didn't like the trailers. That looks kind of awful.
How do they look? Do they look like the characters?
A little too CGI-ish.
Yeah,
I think.
Michael
I don't like
Chiklis looks like he's a battered piece of fish.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
So what's wrong with the Hulk when that movie came out? It was too much CGI. It looked too CGI.
Too much
you know?
Ang Lee.
Too fake.
I liked it, though. I got to be honest. I liked Hulk more than I thought I would. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
The music already? Did this show fly by today, or
It
what?
sure did, Anthony. It sure did.
Ridiculous.
Fezzi should be calling us on 202 while we're in the 212. We won't. It'll be the greatest call ever.
All right. Do we have time to play What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony Show?
It was extremely educational today.
I want to thank Big Kev for stopping by. Drew Curtis from Fark.com. He had a great appearance today. Let's say hi to Chandler. Chandler, what's up?
Good morning, boys. Morning, Jimmy.
Hi.
Hey, I learned that once in a while, Jimmy gets a ride to the Village of Six, but mostly stays in Forestville.
Forestville for Jimmy. Let's say hi to Snatch Crust.
What's going on, guys?
I love how one began with K, but the other one has to begin with Mighty. Can't be M.
Today I
Unless
learned
no one gets the joke. Fucking animal.
Go ahead, Snatch Crust.
I love it.
Hey, today I learned that cancerous children that swim with dolphins are referred to as puddinhead.
Puddinhead, right.
Puddinhead.
Let's say hi to Tyler in North Carolina. Tyler, go. Tyler, go.